You know what that means when you see the on-air go on. It's a blessed, wonderful, beautiful, sleepless Saturday getting started. Man, before I even get to introduce me, we got a very, 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 very capital, very special guest sitting to my left on this great special edition of Pull Up a Chair episode 85. That is the good brother Doomer, KRS3, coming through in his official merch. And as always, RIP the metal face Doom, but this is good brother Doomer, KRS3, in the cut, in the flesh, in the inspiration station. Thank you for joining us.
Hell yeah, thanks man. Good to be here.
Love to hear that. The energy's been high already. We got to do a little pre-pod talk, get to meet each other. Turns out we're not just figments of each other's imagination, so that's pretty awesome.
Right.
And if you don't know this ugly, sweaty mug by now, because it is a spicy, zesty one in the Thunderdome today.
Oh yeah, it is.
But it is the creme de la creme, the one that they do in fact call him Mr. El Tucurtente, the ultimate sensei. We'll save the rest for later, because we got a lot to talk about today on this blessed, wonderful, beautiful, sleepless Saturday.
Yes, we do.
We got so many. It's like I'm looking at a 9-way intersection, and I'm like, what lane do I want to get in? You know what I mean? Like we got so many different ways to go, so many turns and twists on
it's
the
like
day.
a roundabout, like 10 lanes.
But to start it off, how are you doing?
Good, man. How you doing, man?
Doing great. By the way, I wanted to make it known that this man did a 3-hour trip to make it here today.
Oh yeah.
Another round of applause for that. We appreciate that big time.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
But I know last night we were talking a little bit about it, and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm coming through. I was like, all right, boom, boom, let's make it happen.
Right.
And I remember I said I was going to intro myself a certain way today, but I didn't end up doing it, but I'll do it briefly.
Okay.
Because I think we should, I think there's a little bit of a trend that occurred over this past week. Two celebrities in particular.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised JoJo Siwa didn't try to become a part of it based on how she was acting at Disney World. Maybe she started this trend.
Right.
But from Orlando to Miami is a big difference. Because Justin Timberlake, he had a rough go.
Oh, yeah.
For those that don't know, in Miami earlier this week.
Yeah.
And Travis Scott then followed it up and said, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Hold on there,
Hold on there, dude.
I'm going to get one too.
Yeah.
What I'm referring to is that those two gentlemen got is DUIs. Have you ever had a DUI?
No, I have not.
I've had a hit skip because thankfully I hit the car drunk and made it home first.
Okay.
Shout out that. But I do not support that, though, by the way. That was old behavior of mine.
Right.
But thankfully we can look back and laugh on.
Right.
But no, I never had a DUI either. But I do know plenty of people that have had some DUIs.
Me too.
And now I can add Travis Scott and Justin Timberlake to the list.
Yeah.
Man, what was in the Miami water this week? Or should I say the bar?
Right?
That took these guys out.
I don't know. It's wild.
Oh, my God.
Just two names you wouldn't expect to even do something like that. You know what I mean?
Travis.
Maybe Travis, but not JT.
Yeah, because I think Travis has started as a public intox, right?
Yeah.
And then he got in the car,
yeah,
which is hilarious because it's like you already got eyes on you doing drunk shit, and you're like, "Hey, hold on, guys, give me keys,
right?
Let me go make this 10 times worse."
Yeah,
exactly. Like I saw this one meme like a week ago. It was like famous celebrity gets drunk.
Yeah.
And it was like, thought bubbles. Like it was like famous celebrity gets drunk, then 3 stages. It was like, I'm going to continue to drink more. I have unlimited resources. I could pay for any Uber, literally any form of transportation.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to drive drunk.
Not just that, you have enough money for your own, driver. Why not just get a driver? Just take that all out of the equation and you can drink as much as you want. Come on.
I'm just picturing Justin just singing Cry Me a River.
Yeah.
He's drunk as shit. He's like, come on, guys, sing along.
Right.
You're like, buddy, we're on the bike lane.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this is the HOV lane, man. What are you doing? And it's just you in the car.
Oh, my God. But no, shout out to JT for bringing DUIs back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sexy back and DUIs back.
Yeah. He's like, I can't bring sexy back anymore, but the DUI.
Right.
And I know there was a rumor that they found a bunch of shit in the system.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how true this is because it hasn't came out and been confirmed. But they said he had coke and Molly and shit like that in his system. Somebody even mentioned he had Travada.
Oh, wow.
And that was something that we're not even going to go down that.
We don't need to go down that.
Yeah, I just was I was more so flabbergasted.
Yeah,
I was like, okay. Wild. I was like, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's wild.
But
not a drug you expect JT to take. At least I wouldn't.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know if we're gonna see JT and Travis Scott at an AA meeting.
Now that would be wild.
Oh, hi, hello. My name is Justin. I like to get drunk. I like to do coke. I am Timberlake. Oh, hi, hello. My name's Travis Scott, and I like Kylie. Yeah, I had her saved from Astrofest. I like to get drunk. Maria, I'm hammered.
They did a whole AA meeting like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like that should be like. That's why I could never go to one because I would troll it.
Yeah.
Salute to anybody fighting for their sobriety.
We're not
I salute that.
Yeah, we're not
but
that at all.
Popping into Travis Scott and Justin Timberlake's AA meeting.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Justin.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
I'm a famous singer. If you don't know. Meanwhile, somebody's just like, hey man, give us sexy back.
Right. Yeah.
Give me Cry Me a River. Shut up.
Right. Play Senorita.
Yeah, that'd be funny telling him that. Cry Me a River and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just start singing, dude. But dude,
just Freebird. People just start shouting that out. Play Cry Me a River.
Oh my god! But no, that the duality of man though, because I thought this was obviously hilarious.
Yeah.
When Justin got pulled over, he did the typical white boy response.
Right.
Dude, this is gonna ruin the tour, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me my DUI, it's gonna cancel me, dude? You can't do this, bro.
Yeah,
it's gonna ruin the tour.
That's the classic. I've been coached by my PR response.
Like he did like a fake cry. He's like, dude,
my God,
it's gonna ruin the tour.
Like, did you ever see his episode of Punk'd? Now that was hilarious.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've seen that.
It's literally the very first episode of Punk'd.
Because he freaks out, right?
Yeah, because they I think Ashton made him think like his shit was being taken away by the IRS, and you just see him sitting on his porch, like crying his eyes out.
Yeah, and they have to like come over there and tell him, like,
fucking hilarious.
Because I believe it was like Punk etiquette. Like once you see him start like really ruining their image, it's like, all right, hold on.
Yeah, exactly. Like once you see like the waterworks, that's when like, hey fam, it's just a joke,
Oh, dude, nothing beats the Drake leap though. Real quick,
for sure.
That dude could have won the Olympics with that fucking leap that he did.
Yeah,
like. Damn, if he was in the Twin Towers on September 11th, that leap might have gotten to the next building.
For sure.
Like, he might have been good.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
9/11 never leaves my mental algorithm.
Mine neither. But you keep bringing it up.
Yeah, I'm poisoning everybody's algorithm. Yeah. It's my fault.
Pretty much.
But they're like, wait a minute. Body cam footage from the South Tower?
Right.
Why did this enter my YouTube feed? Damn YouTube.
Right.
You bastard, you.
That's why I turn all my search options off. I don't even worry about it. Nobody knows what I look at.
And then you had Travis Scott, though. He gets pulled over.
Yeah.
Laughs in the cop's face, basically, and goes, because they're like, why are you behind the wheel? Why are you driving drunk? And he's like, it's Miami.
Bro. Yeah.
Which, that's hilarious.
Right.
Like, just because you're in Miami means that you have to get shit-faced.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, where are we at tonight? Miami? Ah, fuck.
I've been to Miami. I drove right through it. I didn't get high or drink.
You like, the thought came over you. You're like, what? You're like, did I just turn into an alcoholic at the red light? Exactly. What is wrong with this place?
Why is there a drink in my hand all of a sudden?
Yeah. Open container. Where did that even come from? I never even stopped for gas.
Right.
Like, there's somebody in the back seat. Like, what's going on here?
Right. All of a sudden, there's a Glock on my lap. Where'd that come from?
Oh my God. Yeah, seeing them go out sad like that though in Miami. But then did you see how Justin bounced back?
Oh yeah, for sure.
He lived the Big Sean track word for word.
Yeah.
Last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back.
And then he woke up in beast mode.
He woke up in some kind of mode. I don't know what was going on. Maybe his body was mid-detox or something.
Maybe, yeah.
But dude, his eyes did not blink.
No, not at all.
In that clip that I saw.
Not at all. And
like at one point he's like dancing in the crowd, but I'm like, you're not even really like, you're in like the pit of the crowd. Like you're not even like, you don't even have room to dance.
Right.
I'm like, where are you going with this, bud? Like at one point he makes it up to like row 30.
Jesus.
I'm like, dude, you are really far away from the stage.
Yeah.
They're probably like, yo, Justin, it's a Bluetooth mic, but
right.
We didn't think you'd go 100 yards away from the fucking stage.
Yeah. All of a sudden his voice starts cutting in. All right, too far, bro.
Like, wait a minute, is he trying to go up the escalator? Yeah.
Too far, bro. Too far.
Yeah, what are you doing? But the duality of man, though, just cracks me up. Yeah. On one hand, you got, dude,
right,
it's gonna ruin the tour.
Right.
On the other guy's like, it's Miami.
It's Miami, bro.
He didn't give a shit.
He didn't care.
Oh my God! But I figured that was just a good place to start.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because the thing is, do you think it's really gonna affect either of their careers that much? I don't think it's gonna affect JT that much.
Not at all. That's what I think. This is gonna ruin the. If I was the cop, as a big Justin Timberlake fan, he's like, dude, this is gonna ruin the tour. I'd be like, man, just shut up. Let me take you to jail.
Yeah.
Pay the bail.
Yeah, like you'll be out in like 24 hours.
Just shut up. It's not gonna ruin shit.
No.
I don't think somebody that was gonna go to that show the next night was like, he drove drunk.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm out.
Yep, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah.
Even though their uncle's in jail for hitting somebody.
Yeah. And as for Travis, I still think he hasn't bounced back since fucking Astro World. I don't think he ever will, honestly. Because his music output ain't been that good. I know that much. Did you hear that joint he dropped with, I know we're going to get to new music in a minute. Did you hear that new joint with DJ Mustard?
Parking Lot, yes.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, not the biggest fan on that one.
No, me neither.
Mustard just had a big pop-out moment.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he needed to follow
I think he needed to take advantage.
That's why I thought for a minute it was going to be a smash.
Yeah.
But, no, overall, though, Justin, you're fine.
You're fine, dude.
Your tour ain't ruined.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
And just take Travis Scott's approach.
Yeah.
Just maybe next time be a little bit more cautious, and I don't know, maybe use your resources differently.
Right.
Maybe that would probably be the best idea, best call.
Yeah.
But since we started talking a little new music, let's pivot into that.
Okay.
So we have not only last week's drops, but this week's drops as well that I'd like to cover. I don't want to miss out on a drop.
All right.
So we started with Parking Lot, so I guess we will start with this week and we'll work ourselves back.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, right off tops, though, that Parking Lot, that really didn't...
No, that didn't move the needle for me at all.
Yeah, that didn't move me in any direction.
Nah, me neither.
If anything, that might be a library deleter.
Yeah, I was going to say,
because
if you added it, you're probably...
Yeah, every weekend, like, I'll add, like, the drops that I usually end up deleting my way through.
Same. Especially with, like, albums. Sometimes I'll add the whole album and, like whatever tracks I'm not feeling, I'm like, okay, I'll take this.
Delete as you go. I've done that before, too.
Yeah.
So... we mentioned, let's start with singles. We got the Mustard Travis Scott single.
Okay.
Now we have another feature single. We got IDK featuring Gunna. The record's called Tiffany.
I heard that.
What do you think of that?
Not the IDK lane that I like. I like the more like lyrical kind of stuff that he does. That was just okay.
I think IDK, when he does that, he wants to see if he'll pop.
I was going to say, I know he's done songs like that before, and most works. With this, I'm like, could have been better. It's definitely not an ad for me, that's for sure.
I was going to say, the thing that I noticed on the record that I think was a bad idea that IDK did was he kind of went the Gunna approach.
Yeah.
But then he featured the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was like, you
it's
did
like,
kind of that flow, and it kind of worked.
Yeah, it's like back in the day when Game would get a feature, and he'd end up sounding like them every single time.
Yeah, and it's like, sometimes it's like, okay, maybe, but then...
sometimes it works, and other times you're like, fam, what are you doing?
Yeah, because it's like, if you're going to go that route, try to show that you alone can do that route. Don't show the guy who does that better than you.
Exactly. Like on the Red album, Game had a song with Tyler, the Creator. You couldn't even tell the difference. They both sounded alike.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Marshall's like Goblin?
Yeah, he tried to do it. He even tried to do the voice. He's like, Marshall's versus Goblin, versus the Crooks.
Yeah. Like, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? But no, as far as that joint, it's not for me, honestly.
Well, the next single that I wanted to mention is The Woman That I Believe Deserves the Pulitzer.
Oh, Lord.
As we were talking about.
Here we go.
I believe that she is the new Stephen Hawking. I will put that stamp on her.
The new Stephen Hawking. Come on.
I think she's a little mixture of Gates, Jobs, Hawking. I see a little Oppenheimer, Einstein in her.
I was going to say, what's next? Elon Musk.
Yeah, she's great. Guess who really came up with the Tesla design? She drew that shit in 6th grade. The woman that I'm referring to is Mrs. Y2K, the great Icicle Spice. And she dropped an outstanding, very different record than she's used to putting out.
Well, I will say that it is different from most of her other joints. I'll say that.
The flow to the song, to just the structure of it, man, it's just pure perfection. That record that I'm referring to is Fat Butt.
Which, like, the title alone, I mean, that fits perfectly, right? Like, it doesn't get much more perfect than that.
I told you, man, Wheezy F Baby and the F, and that's her Wheezy F Baby right there.
Yeah.
That's it right there, down to the T.
Pretty soon, like, her next album is not even going to have a title, just a picture of her ass on the cover. You already know what you're getting.
She's the Rikishi of hip-hop.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yep.
In fact, that next record is going to probably be called Stink Face.
I was going to say.
And she'll be in the music video giving some bum bitch a stink face.
Yeah.
We got you, Ice. We'll move the needle for you. We know where
Right.
you need to go next.
Right.
We know your creative direction.
Yeah.
But no, all jokes aside, though,
Yeah.
not that good. I'm sorry.
No,
Ice Spice.
I didn't like it either.
Normally, I can go to bat for.
Yeah.
But this one.
My whole thing with this song, she spent 90% of it saying how like bitches are copying her, yet you spent the whole song copying Nicki. Like I heard the song and all I heard was Nicki. Everything from the beat to even like the tone of her voice, all I heard was Nicki.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an oxymoron going on.
Yeah. I'm like,
I saw that it hasn't been getting received well.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
not really at all.
Oh, okay.
People on Twitter are kind of dogging it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like you were telling me the other day. A lot of her shit is just kind of samey. So.
And it's at the point where it's like, all right.
Yeah. What else you got?
And then she's trying to do something different with the flow.
Even then, like I said,
and people have been asking for that.
Yeah.
And still it didn't work.
Because, like I said, all I heard was Nicki the whole time. Because I feel like she's done that song a billion times, a lot better than that.
That like quick bouncy.
Exactly.
Flow.
Yeah. I'm just glad she's getting better beats. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean,
because
Riot's stepping his game up a little bit.
Yeah, because those cheap ass drill beats were just not moving me.
Before, where it looked like he made the bitch in like 5 minutes.
Exactly.
If he did a rhythm roulette, it would just be the snippet.
Is it? Yeah.
It's like, hey, whoa.
That rhythm roulette would be 5 minutes.
He added
like,
drums.
Reset, boom, done.
He added drums and a synth.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, whoa.
Exactly.
That's outstanding.
Oh shit, is that a guitar? All right.
Like, whoa, you got some instruments on this thing.
Right.
He hit the beat pad once. But yeah. You want dink?
That'd be the shortest rhythm roulette of all time.
Oh my god. But no, I thought the cover art though was dope.
Oh, the cover art is fire.
I always got love for Icicle, but
yeah.
now we need to see what this album I think is going to be big for her.
Yeah. I mean, it does have one of the best songs of the year. You think you the shit.
Oh, come on. You're not even the fart.
You can't beat that.
Why didn't anybody else ever think of that? Because
Exactly.
we're not as smart as her.
Exactly.
Telling you, her and Sexy Red might be two geniuses in broad daylight.
How would they not collab yet?
That'd break the world.
Yeah, true.
That'd be the only video on YouTube.
Yeah,
they'd have to take all the others down to make room for it.
It would break all the records.
That platform's not big enough for that.
Yeah.
Saying that about
Gangnam Style,
YouTube.
get the fuck out of here.
Saying that about YouTube is crazy. That platform's not big enough for them. All right.
You know, if you watch billions of videos on it every day.
Traction out of this world like no other.
Right. That's not big enough.
Google, that's not a big enough platform
Right.
for them. They need to go bigger and really go home.
Yeah.
Super Bowl halftime, not big enough.
Nope.
They could have streamed live from the top of the South Tower before it got hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Still wouldn't have been big enough.
Nope.
Not enough coverage.
That plane could have bounced off of her ass and it still wouldn't have been big enough.
The plane's just coming into the 78th floor. They're like, ice, throw it back. Throw it back. Somebody crack a window. We got a shot.
Yeah.
That pilot's like, this is going to be close.
Right. Hang on, everybody.
Hold on there, dudes.
Yeah.
It's going to be close.
Right.
I'm dialed in. He's like trying to get wedged in between the cheeks.
Yeah.
Muhammad Atta. He's like, fuck, guys. If she farts, we're done for. They get blasted back out over the Hudson. They're like, whoa.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. And then you got Hogan. American 175, brother. You got some crazy movements, dude.
Hold on there, dude.
It was like he was about to hit the building. Then hold on there. Oh, God.
Oh, too funny.
I knew 9/11 would rear its ugly head again. I just didn't
always
think
does.
of the form of that.
It always does.
Ice and Sexy Red throwing it back to save mankind.
Oh, man.
That's what we stand for.
Where's that movie at? We need that movie.
I'm going to shoot it.
Right?
Fatiga, if you hear me, that's what we're doing tomorrow.
I'm going to get Michael Bay on the phone right now.
Get him on.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get Nolan. You
Okay.
call Bay. We'll see who answers first.
I'm guessing it's Bay because I think Chris Nolan might be a little busy.
That's funny. So another single that dropped this week. God dang it. Another single that dropped this week. T-Pain's back outside.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He dropped On the Hill.
I haven't heard anything from him in a minute. The last thing I heard from him was that Covers album.
Well, he put out like a promo, and I thought it was really cool.
Okay.
Where like, because one of the critiques over his cover album.
Yeah.
People were like, "Yo, like we want original music. Like, you know, we want to buy you a drink again. We want the bartender."
Yeah, come on, fam. He's not gonna be making those songs forever and ever.
And
Sorry.
literally, you know what T-Pain said, and I thought it was so cool.
Mhm.
So he put out like an IG post, like with the record coming out, and he's like, "I just want to set the record straight."
Yeah.
He's like, "Look," he's like, "I'll be honest." He's like, "I make more money off my Twitch channel monthly
Yeah.
than I do my music." He goes, "I don't really leave the house." He goes,
No.
"I don't really drink anymore."
No.
He goes, "If you're asking me to, you know, get into that rhythm of trying to make a hit," he goes, "it doesn't even interest me."
Well, he doesn't need to do it, right?
Yeah, he's like, "I don't like. I have no interest in the buy you a drink and you know all that shit anymore."
Yeah.
Like he doesn't.
How old is T-Pain anyway? I know he's getting up there. Because at a certain age, you can't.
Hey Siri,
that shit anymore.
How old is T-Pain? They pulled up Spain. Just look it up.
Let's try that again.
I don't need to know when Spain was originated.
No.
I'm not trying to pass a history test.
Right. I feel like he's got to be at least.
I'd say over 45, under 50.
I was gonna say 50s at least.
Ooh, 39.
Wow. Okay.
He's actually 39.
Okay. But still, you get to a certain age, you can't be singing about that same shit. You know what I mean?
And plus, like he says, he's not even leaving the house.
Exactly.
So like, why would he be talking about club shit?
Exactly.
Like it wouldn't even. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Never at the club.
If you're not living that life, there's no need to sing about it.
I've actually seen, like, drove past different places now where I'm like, what the hell is that? And they're like, oh, yeah, no, this place got taken down. And then they built this whole new thing from the ground up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, literally, that's how long I've been around bars.
Yeah.
That a whole bar can be destroyed.
Right.
And a new one can be built.
Right.
And it's been up and running for months, and I haven't even seen it yet.
Right.
Like, or even heard about it.
Right. I haven't.
People don't invite me out anymore because of that.
Yeah,
I know I'm not coming.
I haven't even been to many bars, but I'm pretty sure most of the ones I went to don't exist anymore either.
Yeah, and most people when they invite me out for drinks, it's funny. I actually haven't gotten an invite out for drink text in a while.
Really?
Because they know I'm not coming.
Yeah.
They know I'm not pulling up.
Yeah. No.
I got my mini fridge right there.
I was gonna say,
I can reach in at any point and grab a beer. If I'm waiting for a beer, now I'm getting upset.
Yeah, like
now it's ruining it for me.
It's way more fun getting drunk at home than going out.
Yeah, I control the music. I don't have to do a touch tunes war with somebody.
Yeah, you don't have to pay $85 trillion for one drink.
Side story real quick, because it is funny. I don't think I've ever shared this on the pod.
Okay.
I don't even know if you've heard this story.
Okay.
I got into a touch tunes war.
Really?
At my buddy's 21st birthday.
Okay.
And I'm talking like, you know how much money I spent on touch tunes that night?
How much?
Like $130.
Holy shit.
And this guy got so mad at me. At one point, I legitimately thought that we might come to blows.
That's funny.
Like, because originally it was like funny.
Yeah.
But then I just kept pouring money into it.
Bro,
and trying to bleed well, because here's what we had going on.
Yeah.
He's trying to play like the most, and I do like country music.
Yeah.
But he was trying to yeehaw like we were at Nashville.
No, you can't do that.
And I could tell nobody was really contesting him on it.
Yeah.
And like I threw a couple bucks on my phone, and like I noticed that like he would take like he would then request another record, put more money in, but then he would put enough money into where then he could knock mine back and jump his ahead.
Yeah.
So then I was like, the more and more booze I started having, I turned into my what I like to call my King Petty. Yeah. Which is one of my side characters of mine, but King Petty came out. Yeah. And I was like, let me look at my account. I can go up to about 150. Let's see how he goes. Let's see how he goes. It's war of attrition, this shit. Right. And it was just veto. And I popped like 8 vetoes on him in a row. Wow. He's at the end of the bar, and I just hear him look down because we've already acknowledged the fact that like it's us, because like you can tell we're like looking around and shit. Like, we did the whole "it's you, it's me," blah blah blah. Yeah. Well, I could tell he was starting to get a little pissed. He looks down, and he goes, "Dude, seriously?" He's like, "Come on, man." He's like, "I've been trying to hear this song." I was like, "Man, I'm sorry, like we're it's all out war." Right. And then finally,
what song was he even trying to play? I'm just curious.
I remember he was really trying to go crazy with the Kenny.
Oh, okay. Kenny Chesney?
Because, I remember the ones that he popped off, they were Kennys. Okay. But then I started flooding it with, like, Mac, Kendrick, like, just anything I could think of to, like, get this dude out. Yeah. Well, I remember, I forget what record it was, but it was, like, his was legitimately about to play. Okay. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing it again. I skipped it and played like Wu-Tang. Like I went crazy with it. I forget what it was, but I was like, we're going hip hop now, baby.
He must have been pissed.
And dude, they finished their beers.
Oh wow.
They got up, tabbed out,
just left. Oh wow.
Tabbed out, left.
Wow.
And like the dude when he was walking past me at the end, that's where I thought like for a second, I'm like, what's he gonna do? You know, I was a little uneasy. I was like, what's he gonna do? Yeah, like a shoulder check, even something. Yeah. And he said under his breath, he was like, well, ruined that fun. And I was just like, damn, dude. I was trying to put you onto some good shit.
Exactly.
But back to the new music reviews, though. I never got to share that story before.
Yeah.
Another new single. Speaking of country music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how you feel about this one, actually, because I know we've talked about this guy a little bit, but I think you might need to refresh me.
Okay.
Post Malone dropped another single for his album F1 Trillion.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big Posty guy.
Gotcha. Have you ever been?
Nah, never. He has one song I like, and it was the one with the baby. I thought that one was pretty good.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Chapters now, I got Enemies.
Enemies. That's what it was called. Yeah, that was on the Hollywood's Bleeding.
Yeah, that's the one song by him that I fuck with. Outside of that, not a fan.
I myself, who like literally the moment I heard White Iverson basically shit my pants. I've always loved Post Malone. Let me give you a fun fact about whites.
Okay.
We love Post Malone.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know.
It's like Post Malone, Trump. No, I'm kidding.
I just know every time he drops something, like the group chat goes wild. So I get it. I'm not even kidding. Like he drops anything, y'all motherfuckers go crazy.
Like a bunch of white boys going into an old saloon.
Yeah.
Fire it up, boys.
Right.
F1 Trillion.
Yeah.
Post Malone and Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. I just think it's funny. He can switch genres at will and nobody cares. But let a black artist do the same thing's not happening.
Boom. Bullseye.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I think this finally, because I know you're off the grid a little bit on like the Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
Twitter feeds like not really feeling this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. They usually like most of his stuff, I know.
Well, the Morgan Wallen, it looked like it was maybe just like a country one-off.
Yeah.
Like he'll just do like this country thing one time.
Right.
And then it was like, okay, now he's got something coming with Blake Shelton. Where are you going with this?
Yeah.
And then he drops the single and
they're like, oh
country.
Shit, now it's a
well,
thing.
then he announces with that
that
moving forward,
it's
going to be country music. That he's doing. Like I don't even.
Which I mean, good for him, but he's going to turn off a lot of people doing that. I hope he knows that.
Yeah, and I think after hearing these records, I think now it's going to be a little bit harder for him to do the switchback thing.
Yeah. I can't. If he goes all the way with this country shit, I can't see him ever.
Like I can't picture him ever working with Quavo again.
Heck no.
Like the record would sound so different.
He's gonna delete like all the rap contacts out of his phone. He's not gonna have none of them left.
Yeah, like I feel like he's had an interesting trajectory with that. Like it started off and it was like, okay,
started
where's
off,
this guy gonna go?
You thought he was gonna be like I don't want to say Eminem because that's the obvious choice, but you thought he was gonna go in that direction, and all of a sudden I saw an interview he did where he's like, yeah, you know, when I want to get in my feels, I don't go to rap, I listen to Bob Dylan.
Yeah, basically buried it.
Exactly.
Listening to Bob Dylan when you're in the field sounds like that just depressed me more.
It's insane. Like
I'd be like, now I have to listen to this dude's voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Bob Dylan, but like,
I like Bob Dylan. I respect his craft, but he has the worst singing voice I've ever heard. Dude sounds like he's just gargling gravel all the time. I'm like, bruh, come on.
Like he hasn't cleared his throat since '84.
Exactly.
He just wakes up and goes,
yeah.
Let's see what we can get out of it today.
Yeah, come on. At least try to get the sleep out of you before you sing. Come on.
That's the only man that can sing mid-sleep apnea.
Right? He literally just rolls over. There's a microphone right there. Oh, okay.
His wife just plugs him in right he's in bed.
Yeah.
He's singing in his sleep the whole time.
Yeah.
But I will say that I do like the record a lot with Blake Shelton.
Okay. Do you think this album is gonna do okay for him, or if it's trending in this direction?
I actually think it's gonna do two things. One of them, there's a pro and a con.
Okay.
Where he's going to lose
a
significant portion of his fan base,
he
is going to gain a whole new one.
I was going to say, follow-up question, how do you think the country world is going to react?
They love it.
I was going to say, probably.
But fans before...
Oh, they're gone.
They're not liking this.
No, I feel like they're gone.
And
because once you go country, you automatically lose a shit ton of people. That's just what it is.
And I kind of, when I didn't think about it at the time.
Yeah.
But when I went back and started listening to Austin, that last album that he came out with, him sitting on the pool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he showed signs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
I feel like they've always been there, just not this like.
I'm glad that you said that because like when I started thinking back, I was like, what signs did he show that he would maybe one day be fully country? I'm trying to think. And I did come back to one early record. You remember Feeling Whitney?
I think you might have posted in the group chat a couple times. I don't think I ever heard it though.
Essentially, it's like it's weird. It's not alternative. It's not R&B.
Yeah.
It's not really country. It's like he's singing. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put like a country-esque, like I feel like if you went back and remade the beat, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And you put like a country beat over it, it might work.
Yeah.
Like with the way that like the lyrics and
it's
that
like
song work.
It's like something you'd hear on like the Cowboy Carter album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
And then like, I feel like he started losing more and more hip hop elements over the course of the disco.
Yeah.
Like I know right around Hollywood's Bleeding, it was like, okay, now we're getting a shitload of guitar.
Mm-hmm. And then I feel like Austin, it's like 80%.
And it's very like like even Chemical when I think about it.
Yeah, like Noah Khan
like Morgan.
or whatever.
Yeah, somebody like that could have done a Chemical.
Yeah.
Like, and it could have sounded great in a country as
Yeah.
But did I see him though fully becoming like the full-time country guy?
Yeah.
No, but when I look back at it, if I would have known what was coming, I feel like I would have noticed the seeds.
Yeah.
Like another one I wanted to mention. Do you remember when he did that Brad Paisley and Sturgill cover by chance?
Oh,
it was
that
like
was a while back, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a couple years ago.
I don't think I ever heard
maybe
it.
Like 2021.
I remember hearing about it. I don't think I ever heard the song though.
Yeah, so it was him covering Bad Paisley, which it sounded great.
Okay.
And then he covered that Sturgill Simpson, Can't Have the Crown or something like that.
Okay.
And I did notice then, I was like, oh shit, he can do the country thing really well.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the comments, it was like, Poston needs to do a country album. Poston needs to do a country album.
Yeah.
And then there was also those comments though of like, whoa,
we're
losing you.
We don't want this.
Yeah, we're losing you. We want congratulations.
Right,
we want the 808s. We don't want the banjo.
Yeah,
oh shit. Not to disrespect country music.
But it's like we didn't expect you to go full on Mumford and Sons with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Another instant I thought of was back on the Stoney album when he had that Go Flex record.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That one kind of sounded a little bit like you could hear the country shit.
I just wonder how the country world's gonna react, because country fans I've noticed go one of two ways. They either accept you wholeheartedly or they go get the fuck out of here. There's no in between.
I think Jelly Roll might have paved the way for him.
That's true. You're right. Yeah.
Because you got the face tats. Before I would have said the face tats might be an issue, but they fucking love Jelly Roll.
Yeah, because he's been doing country for fucking years, and they don't seem to mind. So.
Yeah, he does country, pops in and out of hip hop sometimes.
Yeah.
For other singles though, as far as like to review, I do like that record.
Yeah.
Not too much that I'm noticing. I saw Ariana Grande, Brandy, and Monica drop the Boy
the Boy Is Mine remix. I still need to hear that.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one yet.
I like the original. I hope the remix.
Lorde and Charlie XCX dropped.
Oh yeah, I heard that too. I'm not a big Charlie XCX fan. Your shit's too out there for me, but I'll check it out because I like Lorde, so I'll probably check it out.
I love Lorde too.
Yeah.
Then you got Gracie Abrams on her album. It's not a single, but it's Us featuring Taylor Swift.
Okay. Is it a remix or an original?
Just new record.
New record?
I hadn't heard it, but I saw that she got the Swiftie rub, so I was like, oh shit.
Well, I'm not a big Swiftie guy, but I'll probably check it out.
This one I was kind of surprised at, only because literally no one is talking about it.
Yeah.
But Coldplay dropped.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and I was like,
Feel Like I'm Falling in Love, one word.
I heard about that, and I was like, oh, I should listen to it, and I just never did. I don't know what a Coldplay album's gonna sound like in 2000.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody. I haven't heard a soul mention.
I haven't either. Do you know if they're still signed to a major or are they indie?
I have no idea, but if I'm a betting man, I would put it on their side.
Because if I had to get, I was gonna say like maybe they went indie and that's why nobody heard about it yet. I don't know.
Chris Martin was like, "Hold on, I gotta promote this thing."
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck?"
Exactly.
I saw Friday drop "Baddest in the Room."
I'm not a big Friday guy.
Neither am I, and that record didn't didn't move a needle for me. So
okay. All right.
I saw Glorilla dropped TGIF.
Okay, I have to listen to that.
I still have to listen to that one as well too. I haven't heard that yet.
I fuck with Glow. As far as like the newer rappers, I like Glow a lot.
Let's see.
I just don't think she can hold a whole album by herself, but I do like her a
lot. Tinashe.
Dropped
a record called Nasty.
Oh, that's old actually. That came out a few months ago.
Okay, so then that is that point of the trending. Okay, because I've noticed trending does that.
I hate that they do that now, where they won't even show you like the new singles that drop. They're just going.
It messes me up, man.
Every time
It throws me off.
Yeah, because I'm like scrolling through it, hoping all of these are new. Nope, turns out some of them are like months or sometimes like a year or two old, and I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Did you want to talk about the Common one with PUAC?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That record that you put me on to last night, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I was sitting over here like, oh my, I forgot. Yeah, I was like, because that was brand new.
There's two of them. There's Wise Up and there's Daydreaming. I love Daydreaming. I feel like
Wise Up just Wise Up was the one that came out yesterday, right?
No, I think Dreamin' came out yesterday.
That was Dreamin'?
Yeah, Wise Up was the first.
Well, I gotta say, shout out to Doomer for putting me onto some game right there, because I'm not usually the big Common guy, but this Common and Pete Rock Auditorium Volume 1 coming, I believe they said
2
July.
weeks? I was gonna say, I think it comes out in like 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
That's
gonna be one to check out.
It's like I was telling you, like the fact that this is their first time working together is nuts. Like they should have been worked together.
I'll tell you this, I actually would stamp that as a highly recommendation as far as singles.
For sure. Same.
Out of that singles crap, if I had to say what was the one that I would put as the pick of the week,
Dreamin'
so to speak,
for sure.
I would say check out Dreamin'. Common fucking
killed it.
He don't miss a beat.
No, he doesn't.
He beats that beat up like it owes him rent.
Facts.
Like that shit's crazy.
Facts.
And it's behind 3 months, so like he's coming for blood.
Exactly.
But now to talk though albums.
Okay.
New albums of the week.
Okay.
I hadn't heard the whole album yet.
Okay.
But I saw that Kalani dropped Crash.
I still need to hear that.
We got some big features on here.
I hope it's better than her last album. Her last album was too ballady for me, so I'm hoping this is more of like the upbeat stuff that she's known.
So far from what I've seen, or from what I've heard, I've heard like about. I think I heard up to. Yeah, okay. I actually know which one I heard up to. I heard up to number 8.
Okay.
Because Susia was the one with Jill Scott and Young Miami.
Jill Scott, okay.
Jill Scott and Young Miami.
Okay, that's a wild
combination. With Kalani on the feature. I thought that was crazy.
That's a wild combination.
And then I don't know who this person is. Maybe I'm just blanking. But the other feature she has on there is Omale.
I've heard Omale, but I don't. Why does that name sound familiar to me? I have no idea who that is.
Big enough to get on a Kalani album.
I guess,
I feel like the name was on the radar at one point or another. But I did see though that Kalani, and I feel like we got to shout this out. Yeah, she is actually donating 100% of all earnings off the album, all proceeds. To I believe it's. I hope I don't botch her message. I believe over to Palestine.
Oh, you're right.
I believe that's where she's. Feel free to fact check that. But I do believe that is where she is sending all that money to.
Okay.
So shout out to her for keeping that word with the album, because she didn't have to do that. No, so it's super dope of her. Yeah. Definitely got to get into that album more. But now the album that I will actually say, I don't know if it's a highly recommendation. I don't want to put that on its jacket. Yeah. But I myself am a big fan of this guy, and I will die on the hill. Yeah. But G-Eazy dropped a new album.
I don't hate the guy, but I don't really like him. He literally has 2 songs I can tolerate, and the rest I'm like,
Yeah, he's definitely not in the limelight.
Yeah, no.
Anymore as he once was, per se. But I think there's some records on there that are really incredible. Okay. Like I like Backseat a lot. Okay. I like, I'm a French fan, so I automatically love Freak Show. Yeah. I'm a koi fish, so I like female femme fatale. Of course, yeah. Is that how you pronounce that? I think so.
Femme fatale,
yeah. So I'd take Coily on that. Okay. You got the Leon Bridges feature on One Day.
I got to hear that because I like Leon Bridges.
That's a great record. Okay. My favorite is Say Less, Lancey Foe. Okay. And then South of France I thought was really good too. Okay. Because I just was curious to see where he was going at the beginning. Right. Because he's like, there's only one Charles Bukowski. There's only one Mickey Mouse. I'm like, where are you going? And he's like, there's only one Gerald. I'm like, oh. And then he's like, from the Bay, like the legend Sebastian Janikowski. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. All right. But no, shout out to him on that one. Love You Forever, I thought was a great tribute to his mom.
There's only one album I wanted to talk about. That's the No Worries album. Anderson .Paak and Knowledge.
Let's lead right into albums back into next week. Because I was going to say, as far as albums on this week, I really didn't see too much that I felt like just wanted to be discussed, but I did want to throw out my fandom of G-Eazy. So I figured I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, like I said, he has 2 songs I like, and one of them was on the Uncle Drew's.
I would say if you were to give the album a listen, the 3 that you'd want to listen to would be Say Less, Love You Forever, and Anxiety. Only because he does a cool thing on Anxiety where like he's talking to like himself.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And I kind of liked what he did with that because G-Eazy I could tell was stepping out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, you're kind of going a real different approach. Yeah. But no, shout out to Shout out to Gerald with the all black apparel, as he said, one of the corniest bars that he probably ever had.
I was gonna say,
hello, hi, yeah, my name is Gerald. I come through in all black apparel,
Jesus
all
Christ.
black Camaro.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
but you know, I got that De Niro because he would
Yeah.
always bring up Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
But to bring up an actual highly recommendation.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord. But this time it's
Why
Lord. But man, one of the best albums of the year.
I meant to bring the cassette with me and I totally forgot.
That's all good. One of the best albums of the year, though. I definitely think last week's drops were better than this.
Oh,
week's
big
drops.
facts, big facts.
Like from the singles to the albums.
I was scrolling through this week's, like, just dying for something to listen to. I couldn't really find much else.
know.
Yeah, I couldn't
Like,
find much.
my God, at one point I was listening to the
I
Sabrina
think
Carpenter single.
Oh God, that's when you know it's bad. But the only one I saw that I genuinely liked was the Common one.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Yeah,
that was the only highly recommendation of this week.
Yeah. But that No Worries album,
we
fire.
both highly recommend that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's fair to say. We
Especially
both
if
highly
you,
recommend that.
especially if you like the first one. If you liked Yes, Lord, it's just as good, if not better, I would say.
So you can say that about that, but not about Control.
Hell no. No way in hell. No way in hell.
Wait, we got you here in
No
person.
way in hell. No way in hell. Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
No, I do agree with you, though, that I do actually think that Why Laud would be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because it's fresh off for me and
Yeah.
I'm still sitting with it big time.
It could be, but also I've had the CD in my car for the past since whenever it came out, and it hasn't left.
Oh, dude, replay value is insane.
Facts.
Pac's writing on it is just absolutely incredible.
Facts.
5 out of 5. I think that's one of the top 5 best albums so far.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely on my list for sure.
Like, what I keep floating in my head are like the current albums of the year that I have, and that entered the mix.
Yeah, I think
it's like Blue Lips, Please Don't Cry, Why Laud. You probably have to stop and think about the others, but
I think Daydream might be one of the best songs he's ever done.
Really?
I love that song.
That is a great song.
Yeah,
that is a great record.
And
Battlefield though gets me.
That's a good one too, and I also like the one with Her. I think it's Where I Go.
Yeah,
that's a good one too.
That one's great. Walk On By with Earl.
I love it. Love it.
That was I love that one.
I didn't expect to see Snoop on From Here.
But that was great though too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the way Anderson has like 3 different careers simultaneously is not talked about enough.
It's weird that he exists in both the underground and the mainstream at the exact same time.
And it's not talked about enough.
No, he can go over here, do an album with fucking Bruno, come over here, do an album with Knowledge, and it's like nothing happened.
Yeah, and he's highly respected for both, and they're both great bodies of work.
For sure.
And then he can be like, hey, let me go work on my solo shit.
Right.
And smoke that.
Yeah.
Like, so I really think Anderson .Paak is underappreciated.
Same.
And that dude stays out the way, too. You don't ever see him getting DUIs in Miami.
No, you don't see him pop out anywhere, really.
You don't see him punching TMZ reporters.
The last time I saw him pop out was at the Super Bowl when Dr. Dre did it. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah, because remember, it was like Dre, Snoop, 50.
Yeah, I saw it when the album dropped, too. It was like a picture of, like, Knowledge and Anderson on vacation enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, meanwhile, you got your friend in Vegas fighting himself off $100 million debt.
Right.
And you're over here living your best life.
Right.
But no, highly recommend Why Laud. Incredible album.
Hell yeah, love that.
And then, oddly enough, another incredible album that I thought came out last week.
Okay.
And I did not expect to be saying this on the pod. But Don Toliver, Hardstone Psycho, that's got to be his best body of work. I mean,
that's wild.
That's got to be.
That's wild.
Because I never really got behind any of like the Don Toliver music.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really fuck with him that much. The one time I did fuck with him, he was on. I think it was the first King's Disease album. He was on a song with Nas and somebody.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because that was right when Travis kind of lended the hand. And for what it was worth, I should say, but picked him up.
I forget which song it was, but I'm like, oh, this Don Toliver guy's not too bad. But
he's got a unique sound.
He does. Yeah.
And like there for a while, it would be like every once in a while, like I would listen to like the whole album.
Yeah.
And it would be like track 8. I would be like, okay, that's the one that I like.
Yeah.
But this one though, I was like, as always, I'm like, well, let me go give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know, I see the features. It's got Tizo. Man, Backstreets with Tizo, I think is crazy. You got Kodak on Brother Stone going goo goo gaga, Diplo on the beat, and then it ends up like it's not Diplo.
Yeah.
But I love it when he does that shit.
Yeah.
But I do have a highly recommendation off that album though. So like I said, I did really enjoy that album. However, I highly recommend that everybody checks out Glock.
Glock, is that the one you showed me last night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
I think the sample and everything that he did on that was just
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. Shout out Don Toliver
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. Wasn't bad, but not really my lane, honestly.
Yeah, it's not.
Nah.
However, I do know something that you're lane.
Yeah.
The Sunday Dinner Deluxe
Yes.
that came out last week. Nick
That
Grant.
was pretty good.
One of my favorite projects that came out last year.
I think I only added one of the
one of the extras.
One of the extras. Let me see.
Was it the one with BJ the Chicago Kid?
It might have been. Let me look.
Because I saw he dropped. It looks like 18 and 19 were added.
Yep. I added 19. Choosing Vogues Part 2. That was fire.
I know Frenemies is like already one of his most like.
Oh, that's wild! It's already on the list. Wow.
Yeah, check it out.
That's crazy.
I thought that was a big look for him.
Nice. Okay.
Boom.
That is a big look. Yeah, I think the only one I added, like I said, was Choosing Vogues Part 2, but it's fire. So.
Yeah, I love Nick Grant.
Me
I
too.
mean, that's somebody that I've been listening to for years. First time I ever heard him was BET Cypher.
Okay.
And I was like,
first time I heard him.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah. The first time I heard him, it was this producer, I Am Nobody, and he had a song with Nick, Freddie Gibbs, and Van Jess, and I thought he killed it. And I was like, oh, who's this guy? So then I started like slowly checking out more of his stuff.
And you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Another album, though, that came out last week, which, by the way, I do highly recommend checking out Sunday Dinner Deluxe.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I know I mentioned it last year when the original came out.
Yeah,
no, if you haven't heard that album
I was going to say,
please.
if you missed the original, please check it out.
You're doing a disservice to your own ears if you haven't.
Facts.
The other album that I know, this isn't typically your lane over here, good brother.
Yeah.
But Moneybagg Yo did drop an album last week called Speak Now.
All right.
Which, oddly enough, he had a Morgan Wallen feature on there, Whiskey.
That's funny.
Oh, dude. Morgan Wallen actually spits like 8 bars at the end. And it's hilarious.
That's wild.
I'll end up showing it to you after the pod, but it's absolutely hilarious. Morgan Wallen ends up kind of rapping a little bit.
That is nuts. I got to hear that.
I gotta be honest, that drunken fool didn't do half bad.
That's crazy. I fuck with Moneybagg Yo, just not that much. I think the last joint I heard with him on it that I thought was okay was the joint with Freddie Gibbs.
How funny would it be if Morgan Wallen pulled a Posty but to hip hop?
Now that would be wild.
He's like, you want to come into my genre?
Yeah,
I'm going into yours.
I don't think the hip hop world would embrace him. They'd be like, didn't you say the N word once? Like, look out of here. What are you doing, fam?
That dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, trust me, we ain't forgot that shit, Morgan Wallen.
Now that you mention it, I feel like he had to record that at his house and send it over.
Yeah, for sure.
Moneybagg was like, you can come through.
No way in hell he popped out.
Morgan's like, he did he hit Moneybagg with the Who's All There.
I was gonna say, he said who all gonna be there.
He's like, oh, a couple people that I grew up with. He was like, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just email it to you.
Do you think Morgan, though, like if he did come to the studio, like to humor it, do you think he would have been like, so Moneybagg, like everybody there, like they know I'm coming, right?
Yeah.
Like they know I'm on my way. Yeah, it's all cool.
Yeah,
everything good.
Yeah, they're not strapped, are they, bro? We stay strapped.
Yeah, no, everything's good. Why wouldn't it be?
Right.
I just.
Just checking. Yeah, I'm just checking. That's all. Just wondering.
Shows up to the studio and like everything's great until like that one guy when he goes to dap him.
I remember you, motherfucker.
Yeah. He's like, make sure we cut him off after 4 shots.
Right.
You don't want to see what he says after the 5th.
Right, exactly.
But he turns into Terry Vallejo, dude.
Yeah. Hold on there, dude. That's 2 different dudes. Dude.
Also, watch out for the chairs because apparently he seems to have an issue with chairs.
Yeah.
Like the first time when he got busted saying the N-word, he fucking launched that one chair out of the way, patio chair.
Yeah.
And then he was at the bar and he launched that chair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, you have some weird chair king.
Right.
On chairs.
Yes, like Chris Brown that one time he was on Good Morning America and he like trashed the green room.
Morgan like gets home drunk from the bar and he just goes right over to his dinner table, starts eating the chairs. Yeah. Boom! Girl's like, what the fuck are you doing out there?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not stopping until every last chair at this table is fucking flown.
He's like Rick James on the couch, but it's with chairs. Fuck your chair.
Fuck your chair. You invite Morgan Wallen into your house, he just kicks it over.
Yeah.
Tips it over.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
Morgan Wallen stands to eat. That's how much he hates chairs.
Exactly.
He's like, I'll stand here and eat this meal before I fucking sit down on a stupid ass chair.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Didn't you say he like doubled down on it too and didn't even apologize?
Double down. That's when I was like, you know what? I kind of like the guy.
Yeah.
That's a rock star.
Right.
TMZ as he's leaving the fucking jail or whatever.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, so Morgan, like, do you have any words to say about what transpired last night?
Yeah.
He's like, got drunk, threw a chair. He goes, thank God no one got hurt.
Right.
They're like, why'd you do it? He's like, I don't know. I was fucking drunk. I was like, dude, no, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That honesty is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, shout out Morgan for that.
As long as he didn't double down on saying the N-word, I'm good.
No, he tripled back.
Yeah.
From that one. He quintupled backwards.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's a country dude, right? So it's not going to affect him.
He looked like Joker in that one scene where he's skating down the road.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how far I got away from that one.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you're a country guy, it's not going to affect
And like a week later, Dirk was like, hey, got anything I can get on?
Right.
Probably thought he was getting prank called. He's like, no way is that Lil Dirk. Drake maybe, but not Dirk.
Right.
Because Drake can't say it anymore anyways.
Right.
But he legitimately might not be able to.
I just got that.
Morgan Wallen might be in the same boat as Drake. I don't think either of them can say it anymore.
Facts. No.
But
there's certain neighborhoods Drake can't even walk through anymore.
And then I saw Money. Shit. He can't even go get his own Chinese restaurant without seeing the Ho Kim or whatever.
Right.
New Ho Kim or whatever that fucking thing is.
Yeah.
But to talk singles, though, from last week.
Yeah.
As we're kind of winding down the road here.
Yeah.
Action Bronson, Sega.
Yes.
Love Sega. Love Bronson.
Love it.
Always got to love a good Bam Bam single.
I do kind of wonder where he's going to, like, what kind of direction is this album going to go in? Because I did like his last one, Coco Drill Turbo. I actually like that one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot, too.
Yeah.
He's always got great cover art, too.
I'm
loving the singles.
He actually paints most of them himself now.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Like, he painted Coco Drill, and he painted the one before, what was Dolphins?
Only for Dolphins?
Yeah, he painted that one, too.
Then I think there was maybe another one called Jaguar, or no?
No, that was a single. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Bronson, though, man.
You
His catalog, you could spend a whole day going through that catalog.
Facts.
I think he's another one that's underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I know he only had like a short-lived mainstream lifespan.
He was popular for a hot minute, and then once like he went into like the cooking show type shit, I think he kind of left the music shit alone.
I feel like his biggest peak was like Baby Blue.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was like, oh, you heard that on the radio.
Oh yeah,
like that was like holy shit.
Yeah.
I saw Pharrell Williams managed to diss Drake over a Despicable Me 4 single.
That's wild.
Called Double Life, because he responded to Drake a little bit on that.
Okay, I actually haven't heard that.
He did it in a very nonchalant way to where the point where you couldn't really tell that that's what he was doing.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta say, I salute him for that. Because that I don't think was easy.
Yeah.
But
plus, who's expecting Pharrell to diss anybody? Like nobody's expecting that.
And especially on the Despicable Me soundtrack.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the last time he did one of those joints, it was Happy. So.
Yeah, and I just thought of that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this time he's like, how can I just squeak it in there to where every representative here is not going to recognize I just did that?
Exactly. It's like that one Calvin Harris song where Pusha T talked about Coke. Nobody was expecting that either.
His fan base had no idea. They thought Coca-Cola.
Right?
They're like, wow, this guy really is good at distribution of fucking Coca-Cola.
Yeah, does he have a contract with them or something? Turns out, nope. Talking about Coke.
Yeah, no cola in that one, sweetheart.
Nope.
But then I believe that leads us to the last thing that I wanted to mention, singles-wise, that came out last week.
Okay.
And that is the great boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Big Body Best, Drop Survivor.
Oh, yeah.
Figured since we were talking Bronson, got to talk Big Body.
Of course.
But,
is he ever going to drop an album?
You know what's funny? I've never said this about an album.
Yeah.
I've never wanted an album to drop so badly, but not at the same time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, it's like, if it's just singles,
yeah,
and giving us hope.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I think that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to detox itself, because I don't think anybody takes him
and honestly,
to that regard.
And honestly, I feel like his, like, if you want to call it a gimmick, I feel like his gimmick, like, I don't know if it will carry itself through, like, a whole album. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be cool for the first couple tracks, and after it's like, okay, fam.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the once in a while getting like the single, is a little bit more brilliant than just kind of, like you said, putting out an album and then it might be 15 tracks of just that,
right? And
then by track 9, as much as we love Body, you need someone here as well.
No, I'm good.
Right, cool. But Body. I really think you just nailed a great point, actually. I think you just had a grand slam with that.
Yeah.
Because that's the way I look at it, too. It's especially now that you mentioned that. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's cooler that we get the single every once in
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
And then we can kind of sit with it.
Exactly.
It's funny.
Exactly.
And I'm also going to throw this out here, as much as we love Big Body.
Yeah.
But how much do you typically replay those tracks?
Maybe twice. That's max.
And then maybe if you're in a random mood to hear Body start saying some crazy shit.
I've heard Big Body. Well, I'll put this
dude, Big Body's the best hype man on God's green.
Facts.
It's a staircase situation.
Yeah.
I grew up in the heart and soul of New York. I was conceived on the 75th floor, September 11th, 2000. Woo, 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 woo. Boom, boom, boom. Big fucking body best, baby. Standing out here with 3 felonies in my left sock pocket. I got my Glock tucked to my ear, so I keep my ear to the streets.
Honestly, there needs to be like an audiobook of just him doing that. I would listen to it for sure. For sure.
He always says the craziest shit. I had a bow tie on and polos when I got pulled over. And I told the cop, I'm taking you to jail. Boom, boom, boom.
He'll be like, I walk into the bodega and get carded every time.
Because they think I'm still Mrs. Foley's baby boy. Oh, God. That man is a national treasure. Protect Big Body at all costs.
At all costs.
But I do believe that does put a bow.
Okay.
I know we had a lot of great music covered, but I do believe that does put a bow on the new music.
Okay. Cool.
So now, man, I think we got to review something else in music that that happened this week. As you can see, maybe a moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I find it funny, just real quick for my wrestling fans.
Yeah.
AEW actually says that because they just had the lowest rating of their TV show of Dynamite, which was actually a great, phenomenal Dynamite. It's unfortunate. But AEW blamed Ken and Friends. They're like, Kendrick Lamar, we didn't expect him to be streaming live. I'm like, I really don't think
first of all,
you have a lot of Kendrick fans in your audience.
I was going to say that. Those fan bases don't really overlap.
I don't see it. It's usually metalheads that are wrestling guys.
Right. But I mean, that's just typical regular TV.
But to talk on the Ken and Friends show, let's first start with this. Yeah. Because I watched it. I did not watch it from the start.
Yeah.
I came in right when Mustard's set was about to begin.
Yeah, I tuned in about halfway through it when K-Dot set started, so I missed the whole first half of Tyler and everybody showed up.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think when I tuned in, it was Mustard had already been going.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think Dom Kennedy was the next guy who came out.
Okay. I heard the crowd went nuts when he showed up.
Dude, My Type of Party live was one of the biggest pops of the night other than the openers.
That's crazy.
And you could even tell Dom had this this look on his face for a split second of wow, he had that face that an artist loves to get wow, they're really fucking with me tonight.
Yeah, because
they're really fucking with me.
Because the thing is, we're talking about underappreciated artists. I feel like Dom Kennedy's definitely one of them.
Yeah, and I thought he probably thought I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna have a cool moment.
Because people know who he is, because he's done joints with Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. But you don't really, a lot of people don't really know who the guy really is.
That crowd, almost everybody went to their feet, phones out.
That's crazy.
And Dom had that moment where right when the beat kind of started for My Type of Party, he did this look. And it was just like how I said, he just looked at him wow, he goes, this is about to be a good night. Wow, they're really rocking with me.
It's like in Forest Hills Drive Live at the end when J. Cole does Love Yours and he sees everybody with the camera phones out. He's like, oh shit. It was like one of those.
Realizing that's a moment.
Yeah.
But I thought he did amazing. I actually thought Roddy Ricch did really good.
Okay, that's kind of surprising because I haven't heard too many good things about Roddy Ricch.
Well, that was another one. I've been hearing nothing but, he's falling off, he's falling off, he's falling off. Same thing with Don Kennedy, though.
Yeah.
Crowd to their feet, hot for him.
Yeah.
Everybody went crazy for the box.
That's the thing about LA. They show a lot of love to their homegrown artists.
Oh, big time. Dude, YG looked like he got the same reaction Kendrick did.
Yeah, for sure.
With him and Mustard up there, I did just want to throw this out there just real briefly. I don't want to go too deep down.
Yeah.
YG showing up with Mustard and doing that and being the last opener before Kendrick goes on was another Drake L.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because what's one of the first lines on Family Matters? YG's my dude.
Right.
Is he, though?
Yeah, no.
Because he looked like he's having a ball.
Yeah.
Dancing to your diss record.
Right.
So, I don't know if he's high up your ladder on Friends, but...
Yeah. I think that was the coolest part, was towards the end when like everybody came up on stage.
Oh,
like,
once it was.
trying to point out who was who. That was the funnest part.
I thought the Tyler moment was really cool too,
Yeah?
and Steve Lacy.
Okay.
As far as the openers go, only
Okay.
because, and I know I'm kind of stealing this a little bit from Maul on Rory and Maul, but I thought this was a great point.
Yeah.
And I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator was never really looked at as like I feel like the West Coast was never like one of ours.
No, not
They're like, he's ours.
Well, the thing about Tyler, he got shunned by basically everybody. He couldn't even get his shit posted on a fucking
Two Dope Boys
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he'll never forget that.
Oh,
the
no.
bastard intro.
Yeah.
Fuck you and fuck little fuckity ass blonde.
Yeah.
Try. That won't post my shit.
Right.
All right, now back to the album.
Right.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Even now, they still don't post their shit.
I had to stop myself halfway through that intro because I was like, wait a minute, he has another F-bomb in there, and I'm
Yeah.
not going there.
Yeah, no.
I was like, wait a minute, that's 2010 Tyler.
Yeah.
I think he said something else back in
he
those
did.
days.
He did. That word stayed in his vocabulary back then.
Yeah, that's why I was like, hold on, I think I know the intro, so I better stop myself.
Yeah. I was almost gonna stop you if you were about to say it. I'm like, you don't want to say that, bro.
Yeah, I had to go.
Yeah. Hit the brakes.
Oh God.
But yeah, I thought that concert was great though.
You mentioned it though. Well, let me ask you this: what was your favorite moment of the show? Because there was a lot of different moments.
Him running Not Like Us back like 5 times was my favorite part. Because every time you thought, okay, maybe he's done and he's gonna walk off stage, nope, he did it again.
Let me tell you what the Drake fan in me was doing, standing right there in this room as I watched that on TV.
I can guess.
I didn't want to, but I found myself like, I'm the he a fan.
Yeah.
I was over here like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible and down
Yeah.
watching. You know, I'll be honest. I was standing here as a full Drake stan.
Yeah.
Going, and I'm sorry.
My absolute favorite part was that every single time he ran it back, he would drop out the beat so that the crowd could say A minor. That was my favorite part. Every single time.
Did you see a meme? Because DeMar DeRozan
Yeah.
was one of the celebrities that was
yeah.
at Ken and Friends.
Yeah.
Did you see the meme? Because now Josh Giddey got traded to the Bulls.
Oh my god.
That they were like, he was just screaming last night, A minor, and now he's got about a pedophile, and now he's got to play with one.
Right.
So I thought that was hilarious.
I wouldn't be surprised if he asked for a trade. Would not surprise me at all.
Yeah, they were like, he was chanting certified lover boy, certified pedophile, now he's got to play with one.
Right.
But I thought that was hilarious.
That was fun.
But so that was your favorite moment, was the Not Like Us?
Oh yeah, for
running
sure.
it back.
For sure. I do.
It was definitely a moment.
Yeah.
Especially by the 5th when Russell Westbrook, all of them were on stage dancing to it.
Yeah.
And then you had LeBron James pleading with Savannah. Come on! Come on, let me up there!
Right.
They're having so much fun!
Right.
She's like, LeBron, you don't even actually know the words. Sit down and keep fake lip syncing the damn thing. Yeah, I love that when they cut to him in the crowd. They're like, look at LeBron singing Not Like Us. I'm like, dude, that's gibberish. Look at his mouth.
Right. You don't know the words.
I'm like, if he is saying the words, he's 9 years behind the beat.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's way off.
I'm surprised he was even there considering how big of a Drake fan.
So I actually had my favorite. This is my favorite moment in hip hop this year in general.
Okay.
One of my favorite moments in recent memory.
Okay.
Long time.
Mm-hmm.
I turned into 24-year-old me, standing right there, watching that show. When I saw him he brought out Rock.
Right.
And then when I saw him bring out Soul.
Yeah.
And then when I heard him do wait, we're missing one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Tear.
I felt 24, man.
Yeah.
And I thought about it for a split second because I was like, I never thought I would see those 4 together again.
Yeah.
And when he said, wait, we're missing one.
Yeah.
And you see Q start walking onto the stage.
Here's the big question, though. You think the Black Hippie album's coming?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think that was, you know what that was? Yeah. And another reason why I loved it so much as a moment.
Yeah.
It felt like closure on that.
Exactly.
It felt like closure on that.
I felt the same way. I saw that and I'm like, listen, if we never get a Black Hippie album, I'm okay with it. Because at least we saw them together one last time.
It reminded me of Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
When Buzz Lightyear and Woody at the end.
Yeah.
Were like, pretty much like, so long.
Yeah.
Like, see you in the next,
right.
Now we're officially,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And the way that, he brought Rock out there and they did, a couple joints together.
Yeah.
And then he brought Soul out there. He did the 616.
Yeah.
And then he brought Q out there. They did Collard Greens. And just the way when there was all 4 of them at one point, just standing right there.
Yeah.
remember 2014 me was a pill guy.
Yeah.
I looked over to the bar and thought I'd see a line for a second. I thought, man, we're back, baby.
Yeah.
It felt like 20. Started looking around, waiting to see people that used to be in this room, room.
Right.
Like, and she could tell, wifey was dead silent the whole time because she could tell I was having one hell of a moment watching it. Oh, man, I started dancing, jamming with them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, that's incredible. And like to mention the closure thing.
Mm-hmm.
It really did feel like that. Like, we're going to do this one last time.
Exactly.
Here's us four.
Because the thing is,
you can tell it's always going to be love.
Because the thing is, they had a moment for that album, but it's so long gone. I don't think we're ever getting that.
Yeah, and after that, I think that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can live with it that we never got that.
Even if just Jay, Q, and Soul, they end up collabing, I'd be okay with that too. Because I think aren't all three of them still signed with TDE?
Yeah, the only thing with that is that would almost feel like at that point, just get him.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, do it.
At the very least, put him on one joint,
yeah,
or something. Yeah.
But no, I think that was truly like the trains going two different ways at the station moment.
Exactly.
And I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
But overall, though, I thought that Ken and Friends show was a great moment.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
I thought it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
That he was able to capitalize like that too as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get that down. Yeah, no, I
think you made a good point the other night too when you were like, I think there's some real animosity there still between him and Drake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I also would want to say this regarding the show and regarding Drake.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people saying, "Hey, we want Drake now to give us that summer music."
Right.
I'm saying no. Go be Batman in the cave.
Go lock in with fucking Conductor and do an EP. That's what I want.
That's okay. I'm actually saying, as a Drake fan, I'll be patient.
Yeah.
But make us wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Make us want you back again.
Yeah, no, go away for like a year or two and then come back.
Don't wagwam Delilah.
Yeah, no.
Go back.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah, chill for like a couple years.
Be a dad. Take your kid to Turks and Caicos.
Exactly.
And then make a return when the dust is settled. Because right now, dude.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Kendrick.
It's not looking good.
They were carrying you out of the octagon and Kendrick was still kicking your shit down. Like, oh, he will wah. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
However,
they put about 8,000 nails in that coffin.
There was one person though that was notably not in attendance actually.
Yeah.
At the Ken and Friends show.
Yeah.
And it goes into another topic that I wanted to bring up with you because I know you're a fan of this gentleman as well.
Okay.
But as you know, news broke this week that Reason has left Top Dog Entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Reason and TDE parted their ways.
Yep.
Speaking of parting ways, so good decision, bad decision. Which way do you fall with it?
I think it's what's best for both parties at this point because Reason just wasn't getting any traction at
TDE's tired of the headache.
Exactly.
And Reason's tired of not being able to drop.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you want to drop in the same level as I'm just going to throw a name out here, but like Currency, if you want to drop like Currency, you don't sign with a place like TDE.
Definitely not.
They're not built for that.
That might be the worst way to go.
Yeah, not built for that. I mean, you're talking about a place that deals with artists that drop every 5 years.
And I didn't realize how intense it was until he mentioned on one of the interviews for his press run last year for the album.
Yeah, didn't he get an argument with like Musa or something?
Yeah, and he was like, I'm trying to drop 3 to 5 projects a year, and I'm like,
at TDE, you're lucky if you get one.
Yeah, but like.
And I also think it's telling that a lot of Reason's best songs don't make his albums. They're always.
And that's a thing where they're probably like, man, you're giving us 16 records to pump out.
Yeah.
But we're already trying to move this guy.
Exactly.
We gotta, and like you said, TDE. I mean, yeah, they have a shitload of resources.
Yeah.
But they're not at the end of the day like a fucking Empire or a Def Jam. They don't. They gotta work one guy at a time. They can't just throw the whole damn budget at everybody.
No. That's why when somebody's gearing up for an album, they only focus on that one person.
And like the other thing that Reason brought up, he's like, oh, well, I don't understand how Q. He's like, I'll love you Q, but he's like, Q gets bigger video budgets.
Because Q sells more when he pops out. Like, come on.
Right.
It's not rocket science here.
Yeah, like that one should have been cut and dry.
Yeah, come on.
Why does Q get 300 grand more than me? Well, let's look at listeners here, bud.
What did Oxymoron do? Come on.
Yeah, like.
You can go down the line. What did Blank Face do? Like.
Yeah, dude. Like, we're trying to stack your album to even get these clicks.
Exactly.
And I saw, too, the other grievance that he had is supposedly they won't let him have SZA.
Well, I mean, come on. Like, SZA don't really collab with anybody at TDE. I mean, if we're lucky, we get her and like Kendrick, but that's really about it.
Yeah, I don't even think. I'm trying to think of when she even worked with Q last or Rock.
She's done a couple joints with Rock, I think. Not recently.
Probably earlier.
I was gonna say not recently. Wait, yeah.
She seemed like she did more with Rashad.
She did a joint with J-Rock on was it Redemption? I think she did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she was on that.
That makes sense too, because that was a big mainstream breakout for J-Rock.
Exactly. Yeah. But outside of that, no, like you said, like SZA don't even collab with a lot of people at TDE, so.
Yeah, and plus she got so fucking popular.
Yeah, like, exactly. And they weren't expecting that. You know what I mean? Like,
not
they weren't expecting
all.
her to take off like that. So
at that point, all that would have done for Reason was just clickbait a song.
Exactly.
And people would have been like, hold on, where's SZA?
As far as Reason goes, I feel like he's been punching above his weight his entire career, where it's like you want to be mentioned in the same name as K-Dot and all these other like big dudes, but your talent level is just not quite there. And it's pretty obvious. Like I said, I think the biggest telling sign is that your best songs are your Lucy's. You don't really have a lot of bangers on your albums. You got a couple maybe, but you know, it's not like it's a whole album full of bangers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's unfortunate too, because I really do think he's a great MC.
Oh, me too.
And
me too. He's great.
It's just something doesn't click, and I don't know what the hell it is.
There's something missing, and I think the thing that's missing is we don't know a lot about him as a person. You know, he doesn't really put a lot of himself in his records.
That's true. All you get is that he loves drinking Henny.
Exactly.
Like, he really loves Hen.
Exactly. You might get the odd bar about, like, his family or something, but it's like you've never heard really, at least the last time I heard a song like that was probably one of the very first ones I heard by him. I think it was Better Days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one I heard was like, oh, okay, he's getting personal with it.
So, let me ask you this then. Mm-hmm. In terms of the Montreal screw job, you know, Brett screwed Brett, Vince screwed Brett, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Did Reason screw TDE, or did TDE screw Reason?
I don't think anybody screwed anybody.
Or was it just a bad blend of salt and vinegar from the start?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it just wasn't a good fit, and it was pretty obvious.
TDE went into it thinking we're gonna get this, we're gonna be able to steer this ship.
Yeah.
And Reason,
and meanwhile, Reason's like, I want you to do X, Y, Z, and TDE was like, it don't work that way.
Yeah. And he came in at kind of a bad time, too.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You came in when fucking Control dropped.
Like how I mentioned that he wasn't at the Ken and Friends show.
Yeah.
There's always been this unspoken thing, like rumor, that for whatever reason never, no pun intended, never got along with Kendrick.
Well,
and one of the reasons is he didn't like it when he would go to drop, and then somebody would put in the, right under it.
Yeah.
Nope, we want Kendrick. Where's Kendrick? Where's Kendrick? Where's Dot?
I think that just shows your Reason's ego, because if that's anybody else, they're like,
shoot a track and we'll shout it out. And I'll play it later for my Sleepless Radio pre-show. Continue.
Well, I was just saying, I think the thing with Reason, that just shows his ego, because it's like anyone else, they'd be like, listen, the K-Dot's coming, but Reason takes
Q even said he got that.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody was getting that. Soul got it.
Yeah, because that's K-Dot, you know what I mean? But if I was Reason, I would have handled it like, listen, his time is coming. We got to focus on me right now. But
yeah,
instead,
you can't focus on the negative comments, too, because it's like, there's a lot of good in there, too.
Yeah.
But he seemed like he would always just react to the shit that would piss him off.
Exactly.
Instead of focusing on the actual gratefulness of the situation.
Exactly. So I think that just shows his ego. Where
I was about to say, I don't really think either of them screwed each other.
No.
I think it was just a blend that looked like it was going to go good, and it just came out to be something else that in entirety different.
Yeah. It's like
entirely different.
It's like James Harden on the Brooklyn Nets. It just didn't work.
James Harden on the Brooklyn Nets is a perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would think the formula's there. Right. I like that.
Yeah,
but it fell short.
Yeah.
It just fell absolutely flat.
Yeah.
So, to pivot out of music into another discussion, so I guess we can call it that.
Okay.
See how I can reel this one in here.
Okay.
But there is a meme that is currently taking the world by storm.
I know which one it is.
And Reason's a great rapper. Reason can spit for days.
Yeah.
He can spit on the microphone.
He can't halt to it, though.
But maybe that's the thing that he's missing.
Yeah.
He's been spitting for 10 years, but he hasn't hawked to it yet.
Right.
That's when you go up a game in the rap game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you go up a level.
Exactly.
But no, for those that haven't seen, there's a meme going around of this. Looks like some sort of a country girl, about 20, 21, whatever. and gets to a point in the interview where they ask her, how do you spice up the relationship in the bedroom, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, you got to hot tua and fucking spin on that thing. But then her friend cracks up because she's like, great, we're going viral. But what I found so funny was I woke up yesterday morning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's look at the daily newspaper, Twitter.
Right.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, hot tua. What the hell is hot tua?
By the way, I picture you with like look like Denzel in Training Day in the beginning where he's like, this is my newspaper. 99% bullshit.
Yeah.
I read it because it entertains me.
It's exactly that. It has that same feel to it.
Yeah.
But man, I woke up. Oh no, you're fine. I woke up. I saw the memes were going crazy. Like, just show a few of them.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the internet. It's almost like they somehow have this shit in their draft.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, how are you that quick to it? Like, what made you think of that?
And the thing is, that video's old too.
Like, here's a picture of her in Tua's uniform. Thought that was hilarious.
That's funny.
She's even doing the Tua.
Yeah.
Then you got
that's
the captain, the mascot.
Yeah.
Senior Hawk Tua. But then this one took the cake for me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Netflix and chill, Hulu and Hawk Tua. Bitches out here trying to give head like alpacas. Oh man, the group chat was cracking me up yesterday.
Yeah, me too. I was just mad because I was driving at the time, so I couldn't look it up, and I was just mad because y'all weren't explaining what it was. I'm like, bro, I can't look it up right now. Can y'all explain it, please?
And I'm over here trying to think about how to even explain such a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do I explain this?
Yeah, so finally I got home, and Kuzi posted in the group chat, here's the original video. I'm like, thank you, finally. Now I know what everybody's talking about.
The craziest thing that takes the world by storm.
Yeah. And the thing is, that's an old-ass video, too, right?
Is it?
Like 5 years old? Yeah, I think
oh, shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. It was some like man on the street type interview that's like 5 years old, but it's gaining traction again because somebody found out who the girl was.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
went viral 5 years later. I can't even imagine that.
I think it went viral the first time, and then it just happened.
And then it just got brought back on a bigger scale. Oh, dude, the internet needed something.
Yeah,
felt like we were running dry.
Yeah,
we exhausted all of our Drake memes. We're like, we need something.
Yeah, exactly.
JoJo Siwa getting drunk wasn't good enough. Neither was Justin Timberlake and Travis Scott.
Yeah.
We needed the Hawk Tua.
Yeah.
We needed that to restore order.
That was the first time I genuinely laughed at a meme in fucking years. Well, I don't usually like memes because they're just really dumb to me, but that's the first one I'm like, okay, that's
I'm not going to go too deep into it, but this is why I love America and why I love the world.
Yeah,
this is why I know sometimes I say why I hate America, but why I love America is this reason right here.
Yeah.
We have a Russian warship in our waters.
Yeah.
And that's not trending over Hawk Tua.
Yeah, I know.
Like, Hawk Tua's got that beat.
Yeah.
Like, World War III impending? Not important right now.
Hawk Tua through the roof.
Hawk Tua to the moon.
Yeah.
I actually went to Robinhood to see if I could invest in Hawk Tua.
That's funny.
I wanted to invest in Hawk Tua.
Yeah.
And then I saw that meme I told you about last night. Hawk Tua sounds like the newest member of the Bloodline. Hawk Tua at the Money in the Bank debut.
Oh, man.
Triple H is going to get an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, man, the Hawk Tuas. What's funny is it's hard to find the Hawk Tuas.
Yeah.
But you actually know, and people aren't going to like this, but I've noticed people are asking. They need the question answered.
Yeah.
Where do you find a Hawk Tua? You're not going to like it.
Tinder.
No. You know where you find them?
Where?
With 9T smoking cigarettes and miles outside of gas stations.
Hey, man, you can find them on Tinder, too.
That might be harder to find, though.
I don't know.
I could find a Hawk Tua right now. Give me 30 minutes. I'll go to BP, corner of Carnegie and Ontario, downtown Cleveland. I'll have one in 5 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Pump 2. The next bitch that pulls into pump 2, bam.
I might have to take you up on that bet.
That's how quick it is. Bam. You could just kind of stand and just kind of loiter around the cash register.
Yeah.
Like loiter right around the checkout.
Yeah, it's like a truck stop.
And then right when she goes, I'll take a pack of Blacks, regular plastic tip. I point right at her. I go, that's her right there.
It's like a truck stop with the lot lizards.
Yep. The lot lizards are the Hawk Tuas.
Yeah, facts.
That's where they're at.
Facts.
It's not that white girl in that video.
All you do is just pull up an 18-wheeler and you're in. That's all you need.
Oh, my God.
That's all you need.
They're going to start thinking you're a fucking zigzag with the shell still in it. With the tobacco still in it.
Yeah.
It's those bitches because they got all that. People are like, well, what's the science behind it? Let me tell you. As a cig smoker myself, especially when I wake up in the morning, I got to clear the throat. There's so much hacking, hot-toing to do to get my throat to clear.
Yeah.
So now imagine the bitch that's 45 and's been smoking menthols for 25 years.
Yeah.
Like I said, you guys weren't going to like my answer.
Right. Well,
but that's it.
I mean, where's the lie?
You tell me. I did the research 9 years ago.
Yeah.
My jersey's in the rafters.
Yeah, where's the lie?
But for those that still have the jersey on, if you're looking for them, I'm just telling you.
I don't know. There's a street in Pontiac, Michigan that's the same way. You can get almost anything for $20.
Oh man, you find those gas stations where like the letters missing.
Oh yeah,
the
facts.
signs kind of hanging off.
Facts.
Man, just post up by a pump.
Yeah, no,
They're gonna be coming in floods.
Oh yeah.
Like
you pull up in a car alone, it don't even matter what the car is. You're in.
and they smoke a cigarette before they get in their car.
Oh yeah.
And then light another one before they get to leave.
Yeah.
Chase that car.
Yeah, for sure.
Like chase that car, spend the night, and when you wake up in the morning, before she even gets a chance to brush her teeth, you go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Appreciate the love, Purgatory. Always appreciate the love. Appreciate you tuning in live as well, and appreciate the like. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and that goes for anybody watching live or watching afterwards during the week as well.
Oh yeah.
Leading up to the next great episode, Pull Up a Chair. But like I said, I just wanted to cover the Hawk too a little bit.
Yeah.
And I at least wanted to inform the good people of Pull Up a Chair
Right.
and the Sleepless Familia of where you can find these amazing, outstanding individuals, because believe it or not, they don't just fall out of the sky like real hawks.
Right.
You gotta spot them.
Yeah.
You gotta get the old magnifier out, try to figure out where they're coming from.
I would love to see like a nature documentary of somebody trying to find a hawk to it. Now that would be hilarious.
You're like in your binoculars in the
Yeah,
plaza
yeah.
across the street.
Yeah, it's a rare
You're like-
sighting
you're
of
like-
a hawk tool.
You're like, 2 cartons.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is it green or red? Green, and they're Newport menthols. Go. Like, that Maverick or Newport? It is indeed a Newport. 2 clicks out, 2 kilometers. We're going in. She just was trying to pull out. You like jump in front of the car.
Yeah.
You like roll over the hood.
Yeah.
You're like, hold on, let me shoot my shot.
You like shove the camera. in
Your
face.
spleen just got ruptured on the hood. You're like, fuck, you're trying to talk. You're like, I'm going to lose this Hawk Tua.
Yeah.
You're like, I need reinforcements.
Oh, that's funny.
Shoot me that link. Murder by Wicked Nightmare featuring Purgatory. I will play that tonight at the intro of Sleepless Radio.
Hell yeah.
Always looking to play shit. Ask him if he wants another record played at the top of the battle tonight as we're finishing setting up. However, though, I know Hawk Tua is now the new American bird. I know that it's now
Right.
replaced the bald eagle.
Right.
But you know who says something about that also represents America?
Uh-oh. Hold on there, dude.
Hold on there, dude. You gave me a second, brother. We got to talk about a certain somebody that wants to run for president, dude. And when Hulkamania runs wild, it's going to run wild on everybody in America, dude.
Right.
But no, Hulk Hogan has announced that he would officially like to run for president.
Yeah.
How likely it is that he actually will, I don't know. Because remember, you got to remember about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He's also a liar,
Yeah.
like badly.
Which, by the way, if Hulk somehow ends up winning, that's gonna make the movie Idiocracy real life.
Oh,
Like,
is
for
it not
real.
already?
I mean, it kind of is already, but I'm just saying that's gonna make it 100% real life if he becomes president. Why?
Hogan becoming president, man,
It's gonna be
that's
nuts.
for sure Idiocracy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That movie was practically a precursor
Oh yeah, for sure.
at that point. But no, when I saw that though, I was like, as a Hogan guy,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like, some people were like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. I'm like, I can't believe it took this long.
Exactly.
I'm like,
Exactly.
for him to entertain the
I was
idea of
more
running for
surprised when
president.
The Rock was entertaining it, and then he just slowly backed away, like Homer back into the bushes. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
People saw that and then they went to go see Black Adam and they were like, this is
Yeah.
kind of fucked up.
Exactly. Which, by the way, I still haven't seen that movie.
I think you and a lot of other people made
Yeah.
right calls on that.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't my favorite 2 hours of my life, I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay.
But
As far as like the DC movies, you'd say it was okay though, because DC movies are usually not that good.
I'll be honest, man, I did not really like that Pattinson Batman at all, and even I thought that was better.
Oh damn,
Yeah.
that's
Even
crazy.
I thought that was better.
That's crazy.
I mean, the only cool part of Black Adam was the teaser that's now never going to happen,
Oh yeah.
which was Superman coming down.
Yeah.
But which we're going to get to him, don't you worry.
Yeah,
We're going to get to him.
Yeah.
But no, Hogan wants to run for president. Do you think there's any real truth to this, or is this just
Hogan
saying Hogan things?
I think he has a shot. Everybody has a shot nowadays. So
felons can run. The sky's the limit.
Exactly.
But no, let me tell you, I would say don't put much stock in that.
No, I don't either.
Like,
no.
I really don't think anything's going to come of it. It's funny to talk about.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything's going to come of it. But let's just humor it for a second. Can you imagine him debating?
Oh, my God. Hold on there, dude.
Hold on there, dude. Let me tell you something, brother. If I'm running for president, I'm going over, dude. They're like, but sir, it doesn't really work like that here. I'll make him take the pin, dude. I'll make Joseph Biden, Donald Trump. I'll make anybody take the pin, dude. And imagine, like you said, trying to get him in office and get him out. You wouldn't even be able to do that.
No.
Hold on there, dude. I know a guy named Theodore Roosevelt, brother. Oh, Rosie. And he said, I'm not leaving this office hell or high water, dude.
Oh, Rosie.
I'm going over. I'm not taking the pin, dude. I'm Hulk Hogan. What's funny about that is he would probably fix the polls, but not even look like he was hiding.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'd be like, wait a minute, he got a 94 in Tennessee?
Yeah.
You're like, how's that possible?
Hold on there, dude.
He won over 100% of the South?
Right.
You're like, that's impossible.
I mean, the man took down fucking Gawker.com. Anything's possible. I'm not even kidding.
I know. I know that he took down that site.
Yeah.
That is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Imagine him hulking up on Biden, too.
God.
Biden's like
Hilarious.
two opposite energies. You'd have Biden like falling
He's
asleep.
like falling asleep and
Hogan's like, hulking up. They're like, what is he doing? Is he seizing?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Is this some sort of a stroke happening?
Yeah.
Should we get the EMTs in here?
Yeah.
But no, man. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's funny.
And imagine him coming out on the inauguration and you just hear, I am a real American. Yes, sir. Fight for your life.
Yeah.
He comes walking out. Bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, 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 bam,
As a
bam.
matter of fact, that becomes the new Oval Office song. Instead of playing the dun 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 dun, they play that.
Bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Oh, God. That is America's song right there.
Right?
He'd be doing the point. I can see it right now.
Yeah.
He'd be doing the point. He'd hit the invisible leg drop.
Should make that the national anthem.
That would actually be the stamp of his inauguration.
Yeah. Oh, just him doing the leg
He'd
stop?
be like, I'm not signing shit, brother.
Yeah.
Lay down and take the leg drop, dude.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, no, I just thought about it. That actually is Idiocracy.
Yeah. No,
I think that might be basically the plot.
Is it pretty much? Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, God.
Because wasn't the president's name in that movie like Mountain Dew, Camacho, something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched that movie not too long ago,
Really?
too.
Okay.
You know another movie that was a precursor
Yeah.
for all this shit, but it came out after Idiocracy?
Yeah.
You remember the movie The Campaign?
Yeah.
Marty Higgins.
Yeah.
I'm little Higgins boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got oh God, what was the other dude? It was Marty Huggins was Zach Galifianakis, but then who was Farrell's character?
Oh shit, who was it? I don't remember. Fuck, it's been so long since I've seen
I remember at the beginning he's like, Filipino tilt-a-war workers are this
Yeah.
nation's backbone.
Yeah.
Arcade simulator workers are this nation's backbone. Just keeps saying that. He's like, construction workers on this floor are this nation's backbone. But
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in years.
oh God, it's hilarious. He's like, Marty Huggins got shot in the leg, and somehow he went up in the polls. Like, that shit cracks me up. Oh my God, he punches that baby. He's like, I didn't mean to punch that baby. That baby was just in my way. Like,
Oh, that's funny.
but no, Hogan running for president. Best of luck to you, Hulk.
Yeah.
But I don't think nothing's coming to that
I
shit.
don't think so either.
But
I can't see anybody putting their campaign dollars behind them.
oh God, no. So to speak of something else a little bit more Americana though,
Okay.
to stay on the American vibe,
Okay.
we got to talk about the man who wears an S on his chest.
Okay.
Superman.
All right.
So, for those that don't know, we got a new Superman movie that is on the horizon. It's actually currently being filmed all around my house in various locations. They're filming in downtown Cleveland. They're filming it at the beach 5 minutes away from me.
That's dope.
And they actually blocked off the whole beach. This is the week that they're doing that shot.
Oh, okay.
So from the 17th to I think they said the 25th,
Okay.
it's all blocked off over there at the beach. Can't even get in and out at all.
They filmed the whole thing here or just parts of it?
It looks like the whole movie is generally being filmed like around Ohio.
Okay.
Because there's a part in downtown where they're using for like the Daily Planet, and like they show that the signs are already out there. Like you can walk down there right now and see that shit because it's just them setting up decoration pretty much.
That's cool.
And setting up for the scenes.
That's cool.
But no, it's cool that really awesome that they're starting to do that around here.
Yeah.
I noticed there were some people around here that didn't realize how movies work.
That doesn't surprise me,
dude. The pipe dream that some of these people like, I love a good pipe dream. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Pipe dream are the best.
Right.
But there's some people that are like, I don't understand. Why don't they have like a list out where you can audition? I'm like,
bro, that's decided months in advance. If you wanted a chance.
Like, all right, listen here, Melissa from Progressive.
Yeah.
If they were going to recast Lois,
yeah,
they would probably get somebody, I don't know, in the industry.
They normally cast those things like a year in advance, bro.
I don't think they'd be like, hey, let's go to the Progressive.
Exactly.
That's 20 minutes away from where we're shooting at and interview the receptionist.
I mean, I've heard of them like casting extras like weeks in advance. As far as everything else, nah, man.
Yeah, hey, if you want to be General Zod's car crash victim, then he throws the car.
Yeah, like they normally send out casting calls, you know, like weeks in advance. But as far as like the actual roles, nah, man, that's just decided at least a year in advance. So you missed your shot, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
I mean, do you really think you're going to be standing alongside Henry Cavill?
Oh, heck no.
You were just an accountant last week.
Exactly.
Like, have you ever even? Is there any experience here?
Yeah, no.
Like,
if you can somehow bluff your way onto the set, best of luck. But I don't see
Melissa's like, I think a smile every day.
Yeah.
What is that?
I'll just unbutton a couple buttons on my blouse. It's fine.
They're like, no, I need you to shed a fucking tear.
Yeah.
On cue when I say that.
Can you show any kind of emotion?
She's like, I can think about how much I hate my job.
Okay, we can work with that. Maybe.
Oh, God. She's like, Justin Timberlake's PR. She's like, oh, you might have a shot.
Right.
You got to do a lot of acting there to cover that shit.
Yeah, facts.
But,
facts.
No, overall, though, I saw that Superman, though, it's shooting around here. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
For whatever reason, every time we have a movie around here, it's always superhero related.
Huh, interesting.
They're like Avengers, the first one, when they had that scene with the cars coming out of the parking lots.
Yeah.
That was downtown.
Okay.
So I thought that was
They shot one movie in downtown Detroit. I think it was called The Island. So they shot it all around.
Where'd they shoot 8 Mile?
8 Mile, I think they shot parts of it in Detroit, like the scenes in like St. Andrews Hall and all that. They actually shot that in St. Andrews Hall. But the Island, they used downtown Detroit as like a replica for downtown LA in the future.
Oh,
so that was kind of cool. So they shut down the downtown part of Detroit for like 2 weeks.
Oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah. So
what's crazy about that though is like you knew Eminem was there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like that had to be tempting not to.
Yeah.
That's actually a set that looks like that'd be cool to be a part of.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, right now with the heat outside.
Yeah.
I don't have any interest in being on that Superman set.
Oh heck no.
I'll see the movie when it comes out and go, hey, I know that. That's the lighthouse that I jumped off of when I was drunk 10 years ago. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome. It's finally getting its moment.
Yeah, I think they shot a couple of the Transformers movies in the D2.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Motor City with all the cars. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, though, made me start thinking, is there any sets that you actually would have wanted to be a part of?
I would have wanted to be on 8 Mile. I feel like
that would have been a cool one for you?
I feel like that would have been fire.
I would have been a little too young for the 8 Mile set, but like at any age type of thing, it would have been cool to be on that set.
Yeah, what year did that come on? I forget.
2002.
Okay. I think I was probably still in high school at the time, but I still would have liked to have been there. I feel like that would have been fire.
I was 7 years old.
Wow.
Trying to weasel my way out of Catholic school slowly but surely.
I was in 11th grade when that movie came out. It's crazy.
I guess not too far away, but still far away.
Yeah.
In years.
Yeah.
Not too big of a difference.
No.
But one set that I actually would like to have probably been a part of.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. I would actually probably say, well, the Rocket Man set comes to mind.
That would have been cool. Yeah.
Because I love Elton. That's one of my classic rock guys for sure.
Who played Elton in that movie?
Taron Egerton.
Okay. Okay.
Joel's brother.
Okay.
I thought he did great in that too.
Okay.
Weird, I haven't seen him in much since though.
Okay.
Trying to think though, another set. Ooh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
That'll be mine.
Yes.
That would have been a great set.
Yeah.
Seeing Pacino and all them. Plus, me just pretty much coming from a fan's perspective.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would have just been wanting to chop it up with all of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think speaking of Tarantino movies, I would have loved to have been on Jackie Brown's set to see Pam Grier up close. My God.
Any of those sets, watching Tarantino work would have been a blast.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't even know who's directing the Superman movie.
Oh, okay. I wonder.
But I'm probably the same guy that's been doing them as my guess.
I was gonna say they don't usually pick famous names for those.
So to then pivot off into another kind of favorites question that I kind of wanted to throw your way, see what you thought.
Okay.
So just wanted to throw, because I knew you know, like I said, very special edition of Pull Up a Chair.
Yeah, yeah.
So wanted to make sure I had a couple questions curated specifically for you.
Okay. And
then I'll give my answer as well, but I want to hear yours first.
Okay.
So Mount Rushmore. We're doing a Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore, actors, actresses.
Okay.
You can do two separate, or you can do one of the same.
Okay.
Like you can just make it all just one.
Okay. Damn, that's gonna be hard.
I know. I'm thinking while you're thinking.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Denzel, obviously. But like this isn't any order, right?
No, Mount Rushmore is no order.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Denzel. You see, I don't watch enough movies to list like 4 of them.
All right, I'll go one. We'll go one for one.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll do one and then you do.
All right, you said Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
Mount Rushmore actors.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Leo.
Okay, Leo, that's a good one. I think Leo's my number 2. So.
You said Leo's your number 2. Mm-hmm. The dude that I share a birthday with, Samuel motherfucking Jackson.
Nice.
Sam Jackson, number 2.
He's on mine too.
So that's your 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ooh. 3. The guy that could have stopped 9/11, Mark Wahlberg. No. I'll keep Marky Mark down. That one just came to my mind though.
All right.
3 though. 3. Oh, Pitt.
Oh yeah, Brad Pitt. Okay.
Moneyball. Love that.
Okay.
Always love the variety of his roles too.
Yeah.
Like he can be funny and Burn After Reading, be
Yeah.
super serious in Moneyball,
Right.
but then be the action guy.
Right.
So it's like, love that.
Yeah.
4 though is where we're getting real tough here. So
Yeah.
Leo, Pitt, Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
For my 4th, I got to give it to my dude, Boyd Crowder, Walton Goggins.
Okay. He's
A.K.
cool.
Billy, A.K. Baby Billy
He's cool.
from Righteous Gemstones, for anybody that watches that.
Okay. He's cool.
Yeah, I go Walton.
Okay. I don't know who my 4th would be. Huh.
It's tough.
It's real tough.
I'm thinking of honorable mentions already.
Yeah, yeah.
Hanks would probably be an honorable mention.
Yeah, I think so.
I like a lot of his work.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I'm throwing females out there too. We're coming off hella sexist right now, brother.
Yes, we are.
Just start naming them. Jodie Foster. No.
Margot Robbie. No. I don't know. My 4th would be. I have no idea.
Well, I mean, the best woman actress of all time, I would think, would be Streep. I think that's kind of undisputed.
Yeah, that's not a bad.
Not
pick.
my favorite, but I think that's just kind of undisputed.
That's not a bad pick. Yeah. I've always liked Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren's great. That's an OG. That's a gilf right there,
I think
brother.
she's incredible.
Helen Mirren's gilfy.
Yeah.
Big gilfy vibes.
I was mad they killed her off in James Bond. I was so mad.
That was cold-blooded.
Yeah, I was so mad. I was like, oh, you killed off him? What the fuck?
I forgot about that.
But
that
then
was
they replaced
cold-blooded.
her with, what's his face? Ralph Fiennes. So, I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, though. Okay, Emma Stone.
Yeah, oh, of course.
I love
yeah.
Emma Stone.
Of course, yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah.
A.K. Jules.
Mm-hmm.
She's forever Jules to me from
Oh.
Superbad.
Yeah, facts.
Let me throw one more out. Show the lady some love. Come on now.
Okay.
Jessica Alba.
Okay. That's not a bad choice. Not
Not probably the best at her craft.
No, but not a bad
But
choice. Though.
Always love Jessica
Not
Alba.
a bad choice. How do you feel about Gal Gadot? I've only ever seen her as Wonder Woman. So.
Man, that's tough because I
Yeah.
think that's the only time I've ever seen that woman too.
Yeah.
Oh, Margot.
Margot, of course.
I think you actually said that one when we were kind of joking.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That's a legit one.
That's a legit one to me. Yeah.
And Margot's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I gotta kind of almost look over and see if anything else comes to mind. But no, I think right there, I think we kind of hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
So to confirm, your Mount Rushmore was
Denzel, Leo. Shit, I forgot already. Damn it.
You forgot yours? I go Sam Jackson, Leo, Brad Pitt.
That's what
for the fourth.
That's what I forgot. Denzel,
another
Leo,
name came to mind, but
Sam Jackson.
I'm gonna stick to my original four.
Okay, yeah. So I got Denzel, Leo, Sam Jackson. And who am I forgetting?
Are you forgetting Bruce Willis? Because even Bruce Willis forgot Bruce Willis.
That's true, but no, I wasn't forgetting Bruce Willis.
Poor Bruce.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, that's fair.
I'll just leave it at 3. It's fine.
Well, that's fine because I want to ask you one of the other specially curated questions I have for you, good brother Doomer.
Okay.
KRS3.
All right.
I got another Mount Rushmore for you.
Okay.
So, to kind of pivot off into sports here a little bit.
Okay.
So, Tom Brady, for those that don't know, just officially got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And the entire night, they were saying if you have a Mount Rushmore, he's face number 1. He's George Washington.
Right.
Everybody was introing him as the greatest of all time, the GOAT, the GOAT, the GOAT.
Right.
He even proclaimed it. He even used it himself on that stage and said that he is the GOAT.
Right.
He's the undisputed GOAT.
Right.
One, do you believe that?
In terms of football,
is he the one?
I mean, he meets all the metrics, no matter what your metrics are. He meets all of them.
I think opinions are always
Yeah.
subjective when it comes to who do you think the best football player is.
Yeah, because he would go by eras.
But if he is going to be an undisputed GOAT,
yeah,
I'm not mad at it. Put it that way. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it, but also you'd have to compare him to literally every QB that came before him, and that's very hard to do.
Yeah.
So,
but no, I think.
But if we're just going by like this current generation of QBs, hell yeah, he's the GOAT.
The most valuable football player of all time.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, he even went to Tampa, gave them a ring. It was he was a walking ring wherever the guy went.
Exactly. And yeah, like the whole Deflategate shit kind of puts an asterisk behind it, but I don't care. He's still
one way or another, he's still getting called the GOAT.
Exactly.
However, he's not one of my 4 GOATs.
Okay.
Meaning he's not one of my 4 favorites.
Okay.
So I thought we could talk and approach this from just an overall sports standpoint.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore athletes all time.
Barry Sanders.
You said that one.
Oh yeah.
I just barely got the question off.
Yeah, no, he's definitely my number 1.
So you go Barry first.
Mm-hmm. Allen Iverson.
All right, I'm 2 behind you.
Ben Wallace.
So you got Barry Sanders, AI, Ben Wallace. That's a treacherous trio to say the least, right there.
Yeah, and
it's a good trio though.
Who am I for? Jordan.
Jordan.
Yep.
MJ4.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm leaving
Mount Rushmore athletes.
I'm leaving out a shit ton, by the way, but since it's only 4, that's.
And by the way, the criteria that we're entering this in is essentially favorites, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
No,
so,
these are not definite.
Yeah,
just,
no.
These are
that we would have to think for another hour on to try to pinpoint.
That's a whole pot in itself.
Well, one, the guy that I got hanging behind my TV, Mr. Muhammad Ali.
That's a good choice.
That'd be number 1 for me. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. He is and was and will always be the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
That's a good choice.
2. Oh boy, the New Yorker in me is going to come out on this one. Give me Jeter.
Mello? Oh, I was going to say Mello.
I'm going to take Derek Jeter number 2.
Yeah.
That was actually one of my first jerseys, official jerseys I ever got as a kid.
I've never been a jersey guy.
I still got that in the A-Rod.
Okay.
But Jeter 2, Ali 1.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not using any of my pro wrestlers in this conversation.
No.
That wouldn't be fun.
That's a
3, the first athlete that I ever that made me pay attention to the sport was Terrell Owens.
Okay, T.O.
Football.
All right.
I loved watching him. I thought he was really charismatic. I loved watching him play.
He was great.
So I'd go T.O. 3.
Okay.
As you can tell, I like a lot of the charismatic dudes. But because you said Jordan, I'm going to mention the guy that got me into basketball, and that'd be the late, great Mr. Number 8, a.k.a. 24, the late, great Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
So I go Kobe 4.
Okay, cool.
That's for my 4 lines.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Not mad at those 4.
That's a good
I'm
one.
excited to see what everybody on Reddit and what in the comments section has as their Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore
yeah.
for their athletes and for their actors and actresses too.
Yeah, I'm kind
I'm
of
always excited to see what people's favorites are.
Yeah, I'm
sometimes it's some really obscure ones,
Oh,
and
yeah, I'm
sometimes
sure.
it's actually shit where I'm like, how did
Yeah.
that slip my mind?
Yeah.
How did I not think of that?
I'm already thinking of like honorable mentions too.
Oh, honorable mentions for athletes.
Yeah,
I got a couple of those.
Shaq.
You go
I
Shaq.
would put Shaq.
Even though I am the biggest Seattle Seahawks hater, I'd
Yeah.
probably say Marshawn Lynch.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
He made me at least not mind getting knocked out of the playoffs
You know
every
what?
year by him.
You know what I like about Marshawn? He's outside of football. He's fucking hilarious.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah,
I still when I clock into the day job and somebody's like, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just here
Yeah.
so I don't get fined."
By the way, that's what in a related story. That's one of the reasons that AI is on my list is because of the practice press conference. It cracks me up.
Practice?
Yeah.
We're over here talking about the playoffs. You want to talk about practice?
He's like,
Practice.
we sitting here. I'm supposed to be the franchise player. We in here talking about practice.
Yeah.
Not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Practice. Yeah, not a game.
Not the game I go out there and die for. We talk about practice. Come on, man. What are we talking about? Practice?
Like, oh my god.
The funniest part was
What was funnier, practice, or
playoffs?
playoffs?
Playoffs. No, the playoffs
Playoffs.
is definitely funnier. I love playoffs.
Playoffs.
Because in the beginning, because he's like almost mad that like the press guy was saying that his team was actually good enough to make the playoffs. He was so mad.
I wish a boss at some corporation would just hold a meeting
Yeah.
and just at the beginning of the meeting, they're like, "So why are we here, boss?" He just
Right.
goes, "Layoffs,
Yeah.
layoffs."
You talking about layoffs? You kidding me? Layoffs?
You got 6 kids and a new mortgage? Layoffs. You're behind on your car payment
Layoffs.
and you're in the middle of a divorce? Layoffs. I can't get laid off. Come on. Meanwhile, the guy in the back who's like 6 months behind on his rent just goes, boom, boom, boom. Pulls out the gun. Today's the day, buddy. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh man.
I was waving the 4 in the office building. My boss said layoffs. I said, nah, I'm balling like it's the playoffs. I love it when we go off the rails because I never know where I'm going to land.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
where are we going to crash?
Yeah.
Bam, burn right there.
Yeah, if you watch that whole playoffs press conference, like the beginning is funny.
God.
Because he's like, man, we threw that game away. In my opinion, that sucks. And then
At one point, dude, they're trying to get AI away from the mic.
yeah.
And he won't leave it.
Yeah.
He's like he's almost like Rudy Gobert. And he's
Yeah,
like, no, one more line.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, nah, you're good. You just keep repeating.
The funniest part was like years later. I think this happened like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. He was at a Hall of Fame thing or whatever, and another reporter asked him, he's like, "Are you still mad about practice?" And AI was like, "Obviously, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
You didn't get it the first time, buddy."
Oh, that shit was fucking comedy gold.
Too funny.
Iconic moment.
Those two gotta be my most favorite press conferences of all time.
Playoffs and practice.
Yes, for sure.
Oh God,
for sure.
So, as we're kind of getting near the point where we're winding down the road here,
Okay.
there is something else though that we do got to recap. Speaking of playoffs,
Okay.
the NBA playoffs is finished.
Thank
The
God.
NBA finals are done.
Thank God.
It was Boston Celtics versus the Dallas Mavericks, and Boston won in 5.
So, I have a question about that. Why do you think the Celtics have so many haters? Is it just because they've been winning for so long?
Why do the Celtics have so many haters?
Yeah.
I know that, yes, they have been a successful franchise. However, though, it's been a while since they've been in the big one.
That's true. Yeah.
Here's why I think they hate them, especially after watching the playoffs,
Yeah,
is they're not an investigation on the refs.
yeah. There should be.
And I'm usually one to be like, okay, I think maybe there's just some crybaby shit going on here.
Right.
But once I started watching the games in the playoffs,
Once you watch it, you're like, fam, how was that?
dude.
That's how you call
All
it?
right, let's just talk about the Mavs and the Celtics series.
Yeah.
Luka's over here barely bumping into dudes.
Yeah.
And they're calling offensive foul.
And the thing is,
I'm watching Jason Tatum every other time in the lane throwing elbows and shit.
Because the thing is, it's all about consistency of the calls, right? And a lot of times the calls are just not consistent.
I also thought something looked a little weird in the playoffs that I wanted to kind of point this out.
What's that?
I'm not usually one to point out like conspiracy or maybe something weird going on or the idea that it's rigged.
Yeah.
But if I were to put on the tinfoil for a second,
Yeah.
So you're telling me in games 1, 2, and 3, the Celtics have them beat at every angle. They can't do a fucking thing to them.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden in game 4, they lose by 40 points in Dallas.
Right.
But then go back to Boston and it plays out just like it was before.
Yeah, because come on. Yeah, there's home court advantage, but come on, this is blatant. You know what I mean?
That's what I was about to say. Do you think, let's humor it. Remember the tinfoil's on.
Okay.
How would you fix it in that situation? Like, how would you rig that game 4?
Yeah, well, I think, how would you rig it?
Or did Boston just use that as like a, hey, we're only going to give you a little bit of energy, let you exhaust yourselves, and then when we come back in 2 days or 3 days in Boston, we're going to be fully charged, ready to go?
I mean, the easiest way is to just call more fouls. Number one, call more fouls against Boston, but also maybe let go a lot of the blatant ones by Dallas. That's the best way to do it.
Oh, dude, there was a moment in that game 5 where Kyrie, you could tell it was about the third quarter.
Yeah.
It looked like it was one of those moments where he did everything he possibly could.
Yeah.
And got the ball up and it missed.
Yeah.
And he kind of gave this look at the Dallas teammates like, guys, I think we're going down. This is rough.
Yeah.
And Luka couldn't get anything going.
Yeah.
I mean, I originally had the Mavericks going to beat Boston.
Yeah, I did too.
But once I saw that Boston was just on a run like that, and it seemed like they were getting every single call.
And honestly, I feel like a lot of times, like, the refs, like, honestly just miss calls. It's very easy to miss calls when you're a ref.
But, like,
you can't see everything.
There was definitely a couple of those times, though, where I'm like, all right, we're calling an off ball.
Oh, yeah,
Luka,
for sure.
But then Jason Tatum just basically elbowed this dude's ear off, getting bored.
Or, like, you'll call whoever for traveling. Meanwhile, you see Giannis with the ball. He steps, like, 10 times, and nobody says nothing.
Nobody says a thing.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, if Joe Schmo off the bench even misses a dribble.
Yeah, traveling. What?
Like, oh, my God. But no, overall, though, I lost money on that series. I had a bet with good brother Mango, friend of the show.
Damn.
I had a bet with him. I had 40 on the Mavs to take it.
Damn.
Didn't go my way.
That's why I'm not a betting guy.
Yeah, good call. Good idea.
Lose. Yeah, because I'd probably lose.
But, oh, man. I think that reaches us to the end of the road, though.
Okay. All right.
So, with that being said, good brother Doomer.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say thank you for pulling up a chair with us today. Can't wait for more future episodes.
Hell yeah.
When we get to have you on board as well. I know, obviously, given the commute situation, that it is a 3-hour drive from Detroit. Once again, I wanted to say I truly appreciate you for that. Truly thank you for that. Made this episode extra special.
Hell yeah, anytime. Man.
And pull up the chair, episode 85. It's about to be in the books. Sleepless Radio, episode 198 tonight. We got a 2-0 winners bracket matchup. We got Limp Bizkit in one corner, who I got. And then you got El Padrino representing the great Judas Priest. 14 rounds. We will be live very soon, actually, at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'll go live for the pre-show at 7:45 to start. The only time change that might occur is we might go live for the pre-show at 8:15 and then live for the battle at 8:30, but I will let you know if anything changes. As of right now, 8 p.m. will be our start time for Sleepless Radio and 7:45 for the pre-show. New merch will be coming soon, but we do still have merch available now. If you'd like to go get the Sleepless logo, shirts, crew necks. Well, probably no crew necks with how it's a heat wave outside.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Probably a bad idea, but we got some loose shirts up there. No middle of the mall shit either. Good quality, I promise you that. With that being said, only thing left to do is say keep the love high and the hate low. Excited for Sleepless Radio tonight. It's been a blessed, wonderful Sleepless Saturday. We got the great good brother Doomer in the house in the Thunderdome and the Inspiration Station. Pull up a chair. And it's been a blessed, wonderful start to this Sleepless Saturday, brother, and that's because of you. So thank you, my friend.
Oh, yeah, anytime.
So with that being said, I'll see you guys soon. Wake up in the morning. In case you missed Sleepless Radio, and remind yourselves of 3 things you're grateful for. Purgatory, make sure to shoot me over that link, Murder by Wicked Nightmare, featuring yourself, and we will play that during the pre-show. And with that being said, is there any words you'd like to leave the great Sleepless Amelia?
It was fun being here. We're going to do it again. Peace.
Big cheers, big prost.
Oh, yeah.
Till next time. Boom.